Exact same.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's like, because that
I
way
have
as well
now-
you're doing it as like the story of El Susador so far.
I have now started the recording. So this is going to be session 22, I think,
Wow.
of Warhammer Fantasy. So here we are again. Last we left off, a bunch of people were doing a bunch of different things in Altdorf, but as of this session, we do have Antarius back. So he has been absent for quite a while, and I am going to offer somebody some experience, pursuant to the accuracy of their tale, to give Antarius a rundown, a story so far, of everything that has happened since we left Bogenhafen. So I've got Lex here, volunteering very hard. So why don't you go ahead and let's see what you got.
Greetings. You are the low elf, I understand, with bowel problems. Haha. Never mind. I am El Susador. Let me explain to you what is going on. So, since you have been hiding in the privy, the boat has moved down the canals, but alas, the canal was blocked. Fortunately, we are experts with gunpowder, and we have fought our way through to the city.
Oh, we need a bit more detail than that. What happened when you were out on the canal?
Oh, many things, but most important thing is I did a great rope swing. It was all very good.
Would
How
you like me
about-
to take over El Susador?
How about we talk about the bandits?
Yes.
Oh,
so
they were.
I will step merrily into
Sure,
this role
can I
now and take
volunteer?
over. Which is that as we were leaving Bogenhafen, you've met the wonderful El Susador and Romulo on our journey to Altdorf. Fortunately, as we met at the Happy Man pub, we then decided that we'd work together, and I helped your group with some of your issues, and in return we were offered a ride to Altdorf. We eventually saved the compadre of my family's, because I'm an Acosto. We are a very influential family, let us say it that way, in Tilia. And unfortunately, the Stallion came with us, and we ended up traveling on this boat to Altdorf. However, on the way, we were stopped by a collapsed aqueduct. We managed to take care of the bandits in pretty short order. We made a quick deal with these bandits to hire them onto the boat. Now, we acquired this boat, which is not, if you remember carefully, when you transferred from privy to privy. You moved on from the Bear Belly onto the Bogan Harbour. And the Bogan Harbour is our new boat that we have, well, let us say lawfully, in air brackets. We're now on this boat. And when I say we, I mean after shooting Siegfried in the stomach, it actually belongs to Kunt, who has owned 66%, and we are all employed by him and travelling to Altdorf together. After we recruited these bandits, we very carefully blew up the aqueduct, and then Siegfried shot me in the head and shot one of our crewmen in the head as well. So he is a bit merciless and cruel, as you probably know already, having been with him for a while.
Okay. Let's just take away from the bias here a little bit. Both of those were an accident, because one of the men had been dragged underwater by a tentacled beast man who had been trying to murder people. So let's just put that one out there, but carry on.
Wait.
Was the crossbow broke?
Romulo, you need to tell them a bit about the cruise ship.
Oh, I'm about to get there.
He's getting there.
The voice is in my head. Which lie, because obviously he did all of it on purpose. We then continued up the canal, and as we made it to Altdorf, we saw it in the distance, and we realized that we could not get through the lock for some reason. As we were trying to approach it, we realized that the gentleman who should open the lever was in fact dead. Myself and El Susador, we travelled onto the side, and he climbed the tower, and we opened the lock. But as we were doing so, we noticed there was a cruise ship approximately the size of a very large cathedral heading towards us, and we panicked. We didn't know what to do, so we moved the boat forwards to the lock. I ran around to help them and encountered a very, very racist woman who insisted that the only people allowed on the boat were, well, from Reichland. However, when meeting my wonderful friend El Susador, she decided that was wrong, and I was in fact the only bitch she didn't like. We then stopped the boat using a wonderful system devised by Kern, which was like a water parachute. Siegfried successfully navigated the Bogan Harbour to the side. We saved the crew, and whilst Erwin was on the boat, he was very, very smart, and what he did was he kidnapped the Crown Prince of Reichland, teleported him into the water, nearly killed him and drowned him, and then as a result of that, we now have kidnapped the Crown Prince. When we arrived at Altdorf, we very quickly then had to do something So whilst I
Perhaps-
got the men
hold on,
working,
perhaps,
he then took over.
Perhaps Erwin might want to weigh in here with a bit of information about the Crown Prince and what he
As
found.
far
out.
as I know, he took him away. That is the only thing.
But wait, you never told him the bit about me getting into trouble with the
Lord.
Lord.
Why have we got a
using a
saw
chainsaw?
blade in the
You've
background?
forgotten to mention the circular saw.
Yeah, the Crown Prince button them up.
Yes, the crown prince disappeared.
Serving him in the deli.
Yeah, we're just gonna mail him back in pieces.
So
least we know where he is now.
was strange and unusual about the Crown Prince?
He's a madman, for one. He's a mutant,
He
for
had a
another.
ruddy tail.
And he was rich yet not having a job. Am I right? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Marks, calm down.
I assume the man was due to inbreeding.
So, yep, the Crown Prince Wolfgang, firstborn son of the Emperor Karl Franz, as the party discovered while he was interred on their vessel after Erwin's magic went horribly wrong and resulted in his accidental kidnapping. The party discovered that he was in fact a mutant who speaks in tongues, seems to possess some strange, uncanny, unhuman abilities in some ways. He has a tail and a few other strange mutations of the body, deeply touched by chaos, it seems. Also, I believe Erwin also retrieved correspondence between the Emperor Karl Franz and Wolfgang's personal doctor, who, it turns out, had been bribed a very, very, very large sum of money to keep this entire matter under wraps and unheard of.
Okay.
Since then, the party has pulled into Altdorf. You have arrived.
What happened to the Crown Prince? Do we still have
He
him?
is,
Or...
well, that's that is yet to be seen.
Okay.
He's in
Erwin,
transit.
he is in transit after Erwin took a visit to see his enigmatic and mysterious master, who later, after various discussions between Erwin and his master, he came back to the Bogenharper and told them all that he had found a solution to the problem of the Crown Prince. The Crown Prince has currently been ensorcelled, had an illusion placed upon him to make him look like a large deer pelt, and is currently being transported by, I think, Erwin and Ruiz? Is it Ruiz?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it's Ruiz. I think it's Ruiz and Erwin who are moving it at the moment.
Mhm, That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, and just as we had finished the session, they had been coming round a corner in the lower class area and had noticed a wanted poster on the wall. And that wanted poster was none other than Antarius Simtavir, who has a bounty of 200 gold crowns.
Based.
Simultaneously, myself and Siegfried, because we're such good friends now, we were travelling together to sell some of our merchandise, and as we were travelling on this cart, 3 men, I think it was, came out of the shadows and said that the Nacostos were not welcome in Altdorf, and Siegfried immediately tried to get rid of me. So, this is your problem, you deal with it. So I kicked his horse, or his mule,
The mule.
and hopefully now...
A very slow mule. pulling
Kicked
a
the
very
mule,
heavy load.
carrying the cart full of very valuable wine and wool, all on that cart. Let's hope
figured
it
that we
remains
would-
secure as it
Yeah.
comes barreling into these thugs.
Okay. So,
I mean, barreling might be an optimistic term.
I have two
it's full of
questions.
wine
real
barrels,
quick.
so...
Hold on, let him speak. What?
2 questions. One, am I still afflicted by the flux?
Conveniently, you have finally recovered and are
Okay.
feeling well, if a little bit sick and pale.
Yeah.
You should-
How much
should-
XP did I get?
All right. Okay. So Ruiz and Romulo, you both have 20 XP. There you go.
Yay!
Second question. In characterly, how much am I aware of like what exactly is going on? Do I just kind of know like
I
little
think
tidbits?
generally the reason I wanted people to give you the narrative is because really your character would have been like he would have been aware of what was going on.
Yeah.
It's just that you weren't here. So like I'd say you have about as much accuracy as you'd received. Just,
So
you've been so incapacitated you've barely been able to do anything about it. But
Yeah.
you have been aware of what's been going on.
I
okay.
don't think he'll know about the bounty yet, though. Only.
Yeah. I was
You
about to
don't know
ask-
about your bounty. No. you
Okay.
do not. However,
That's
you
fair.
do have one condition of fatigue after recovering from your illness.
Okay. Does that? Did you just?
I've
apply
applied that to you. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Cool.
So you can have come out of the of your hammock, I suppose, feeling a little bit better. I think the only people left on the ship at the moment are Kernt and
Yeah.
Renate, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Kernt, Kernt, you've just gotten back to the boat after meeting those 3 strange men.
Yeah, I'm quite confused still. Still no leads on what they have on me. So I guess Cunt's just, I guess he goes below the check on his friend Antarius.
I seem to be like Liam was saying, I'm mostly recovered, but I do look a little bit pale in the cheeks and like my eyes are a little bit hollowed, but I still give like a friendly wave. I'm like, Kurt, my friend.
Alright, Stumpy, you feeling better today? Think you can stand?
I think I can start walking around at least. But I do have pressing business here in Altdorf. I do have to return to my cousin.
What exactly are you doing here, if I can ask?
I am trying to repair the diplomatic relationships of the High Court of Ulthuan and Altdorf. At the moment, we are a bit...
company for that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, well, we're a bit excommunicated or whatever from the High Council here in Altdorf. So I'm trying to acquire enough recognition to alleviate the stress between the high courts and allow the elves back into the Emperor's grace, basically. On top of that, I have other things that I need to address, but those are just minute details.
Sounds like you've got quite a bit there. I'd know nothing about that. Well, I just had a wee bump encounter with those friends of mine have been following me.
Did
Seems like they're here like, as well as I expected.
What did they say?
They wanted me to go to North Crown. I don't know what that is or what it is. I have no idea. They expect me to pay some debt.
Pay some debt.
I
Don't you look really similar to that? It's because you look really similar to that one guy that was going to collect a whole bunch of money, and I think he was going to pay them off.
Oh, he's indebted to them in some way.
Yeah.
But either way, I still have no idea how I'm going to navigate this situation of mine. And I fear being here might put me in more danger than I already am.
Well,
so
we could run again.
I can't really. I don't want to leave the rest of them, and plus the crew's out on a drink tonight.
Did they want you to come tonight?
I don't believe so. They didn't specify a time, but I still don't know what to expect. So,
I think we just need to take some time and get a plan in motion. First, we need to scout out this North Crown at least, see what it is.
Erwin to return if he does.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll know more. It seems like of his territory. But
well, I think most of our comrades here could probably check out the place. Just I wouldn't go myself if I were you, because if you're caught snooping around, they'll be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
No, I've done that back in Bogenhof, and I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. So I would say let Ruiz and Romualdo check it out for you. give him like a little bonus or whatever since you own the ship and whatnot.
Just been fucking money leaking out.
Well,
But
it's always about money.
fuck. Well, I'm gonna stay in this ship for a while longer and try and think of how I can get myself out of this pickle. If you need a hand, I'll accompany
Ha
you.
ha ha ha. That's very funny. That's real fucking funny, Kurt. Yes, thank you. I do not need a hand. I'll see you later. I start making my way out of the boat.
Yeah,
And,
expect the high halls of the elves have no place for me.
I guess Antarius would start making his way to the Elven Embassy, bringing the horse back and the not really wearing the armor, but just kind of carrying it on his shoulder.
Isn't the horse on the bare belly? So
The horse is indeed on the bare belly. Although
Oh,
Joseph,
right.
Joseph had promised you that he was going to take it back to the embassy on your behalf.
That's right. Well, so I'm just gonna go with my armor, and he can get his dumb fucking horse later.
Okay.
No big deal.
Sorry, hang on. I've got something here from Lewis. I just need to check. He's having some technical issues.
No, it was nothing secret. It was just having technical issues, and they were talking, so I was hoping it could be
Oh
done.
yeah. So you should be assigned as the owner of Romolo. So you're looking at a trapping station of mankind.
Yeah, I just so for every other trapping, I can click on it and open and see kind of what the weapons do, details, etc. It's just for this I can't open for mankind ones.
You can't open. So when you click on them,
Well, so yeah, when I click on
actually
things
they're not working for me either. It's possible there may be an issue with them. For now, you're going to have to ignore them.
Nope, that's fine.
I'm going to have to look into that after the session. It's possible they might have broken in all the updates.
Okay,
So yeah, we'll take a look at that in a minute. Now, moving to the scene just to the north of the docks, where Romolo and Siegfried have run into a bit of a confrontation.
Okay, gotta jump for meeting. Back when it's over.
Yep, that's
perfect
right.
timing.
So, Romolo, you have delivered a sharp boot to the back of the mule that Siegfried is. Well, he's not riding it, but he's on the wagon behind it. Siegfried, how do you intend to react as your mule bleats in rage and starts thrashing in place and seems like it's about to go a bit off the rails, so to say? Do you want to try and control it and steer it back, or do you just want to let it try and tumble into the guards, the thugs that have surrounded you?
just realised I was on mute there. I'm going to try and subdue the beast in such a way that even if he does go forward, it's not going to throw the wine off the back.
Okay, so you're mostly concerned about keeping the goods safe.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best to keep the cargo safe.
Okay, can you make for me a
Right.
I'll take either animal care or charm animal. Up to you. It will be a difficult test.
Believe. Hang on. My animal affinity says. Actually, no, that's flavor text. Never mind. It's just a bonus. So I'll take animal care, but I'm gonna have my charm animal talent effect. So difficult, you said?
Difficult, yeah. That is unfortunate. Do you want to take that, or do you want to use a fortune point?
Well, I have one fortune point because someone's shot times.
I mean, don't you have that back?
He's talking about the fate point that he lost.
Oh, yeah. Well, he deserves
And I'm already on 4 out of 5 corruption, so I'm going to have to swallow this.
Okay, fair enough. The animal...
However, any cargo lost, I'm going to be billing to Romolo.
Good luck with that.
You, let's see. So, how quick-footed are you? Let's see. So you don't have very much dexterity or agility. Can I also have a difficult agility test from you, please? Let's see just how bad this gets.
Difficult as well.
All I'm saying, right, is this mule a mule?
That's a
like,
physical test, isn't it?
Yes,
So that involves the body.
it does.
all I'm saying, right, is that I kicked the mule. Surely it should just start like charging forwards, not like thrashing in its tracks or whatever it's called.
You
It is
realize
doing
how
that.
poorly trained it is.
The mule, it pulls things.
Right. So these tests were, one, to see if you could control the mule, and two, to see if you would have the good wit to cut the ropes attaching the wagon to the mule. Neither of these you were quick enough to do, and so you are thrown bodily off of the cart, and you go clattering into the cobbles. Take 1 wound and a prone condition. As the cart, for its part, goes slamming into one of the thugs, who screams in alarm as he's trampled by a mule. The cart goes riding over him. Wine smashes onto the cobblestones, pouring out the back of the wagon, as a handful of bundles of wool come flying out as well, as it slams against the cobbles on the side of the street, and one of the wheels comes off the spoke and goes spinning down the side as the mule crashes into the wall.
How much cargo is actually on the
You
car?
have no idea, because you're about to be attacked by thugs. You can look at
No,
that later.
I don't mean how much fell off. I meant how much was loaded on the car to be.
I think we said
You
2
had about
gold.
half of your goods, I believe.
I'm actually.
No.
I just need to remove that from the Bogan Harper there.
And some of it can be rescued, you know. The wool will be fine.
Cunt
Well,
suffered
yeah.
a mild heart attack.
Right, I'm gonna fucking shoot the guy who wasn't run over in the head if possible, please.
So this guy was ran
Is it
over.
surprised or because?
They are not surprised, but you are first in the initiative order.
Okay.
Well, they were intending to attack you. You're not surprised them.
Yeah,
I mean, you ran one of them over with a ruddy thing. That's probably the surprise round.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shoot. So that dude's the one who's badly injured. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this guy then. Oh, which one was talking and seemed like he was in charge?
Sure. He was the one who was like in front. So.
Yeah, the one who's forwards. Okay, cool. Here's the one I am shooting.
Oh!
For some reason there I got 20 points like modifier. I'm not sure if that's
That'll be because you're close range.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you're like right up in his face. That'll be why. Wow, that's a really good roll. Holy shit. Okay, he is going to attempt to dodge. I doubt it's going to go very well for him. Oh my lord.
Just die, you bitch.
Oh my lord. As you unload the crossbow pistol, it slams directly into his upper shoulder, sending him careening backwards as he screams in pain. Fucking Acostas! Shit! His mate looks very, very uncertain about the situation now. He's going to make a willpower test. He's going to stick around though. He's not quite terrified yet. He's going to keep going. Siegfried, you are currently prone on the floor.
That fucking mercenary! God damn it! And I'm gonna drag myself up, groaning in pain. So that's half my movement, and then I'm gonna just move the remainder of it back while stringing my bow. So.
But there were several other pedestrians on the street who have all started screaming in panic, and there's just like a crowd of people like running away from the scene.
So, who was the one that's him staying there, isn't? So
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
he's the one who hasn't
shoot
been hurt yet.
him.
Okay.
Not got my weapon equipped.
The distance is short.
Yeah, I think it's already taken into account the modifier.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my lord.
Nice.
Rest in peace.
As the shaft of your arrow slams into his upper sternum, sending him staggering backwards and bumping into the structure behind him. He gurgles wetly.
What does the critical do?
What does the critical do? That is a good question. Let's just go back 1 second here.
Oofed.
Oh,
Nice.
fucking hell. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, my lord. Yeah, okay, he is also stunned, I believe.
Ooh, and the broken bone. Minus 30 to strength and agility.
Yeah, so he kind of staggers backwards as your arrow slams into his chest. One of his ribs break. He collapses onto a handful of boxes and barrels behind him, and he lies there breathing desperately, rattling through his lips as blood comes out from him in like every direction. So he is going to spend his turn being fucking stunned. You're incapable of taking an action on your turn. At the end of each round, you may attempt a challenging endurance test. Okay. Skills, endurance. Any luck? Oh, would you look at that? He's coming too. Fucking hell. Okay, so he will be no longer stunned on his next turn.
And he has a fatigued condition now.
He does indeed have a fatigue. I wonder why it's not applying that automatically. Interesting. Normally it does.
Because you did it as an opposed endurance test as opposed to a test or stun.
Oh, I see what you mean. Right, okay. Well, normally, like, even if you just tick off the stunned condition, it'll automatically tick on.
Yeah, I know.
The other interesting thing is when I applied the wound to him, it didn't give him the stunned condition. So there's something interesting. I'll look into it later. It might just be it needs updating. So we are now on this guy who breathes angrily through gritted teeth as he pulls out his bludgeon and comes rushing at Romolo. Should have gone back to fucking Tenaya!
Ooh, and even if Romolo beats this, he still takes the crit.
Oh, let's see what Romolo's got for us.
I'm trying to counter with my throwing knife, which is my offhand weapon, but it's not letting me because it said I've got no ammo.
That'll be because...
Is it set to thrown?
You don't have trappings.
I do have a
You have
knife.
quantity 0 throwing knives, is why.
Oh, I see.
So if we give you 1 throwing knife,
Okay.
that should work? Question mark?
Also, that's a ranged attack, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm going to roll it with melee. Oh, I can't roll it with melee skill. Ugh.
So just treat it as a dagger, because you should have one of those. It'll be the same thing.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, you can add a. I don't mind if you want to add a dagger to your weapons, and just use it in that sense. That's fine also.
Sweet. I'll just do it that way then. I think probably easier.
Trappings.
Actually,
Then
you
I don't know,
actually have
yeah.
a knife as well as a weapon. So, probably closer. I
Oh,
think they're
does
about
a
the same.
knife actually exist as a thing? Does it?
I'm pretty sure it does. I'm just opening up
It does actually. Yeah. So we'll give him a knife instead, and then we'll bin the dagger, and then you can equip the dagger.
I'd keep the dagger in his inventory in case he wants to throw it. He can just swap them around at that point.
And then that's your offhand. Okay, there you go. So if you look at your sheet now,
Yeah.
and you've also got the throwing knife in your bag, so like if you want to just swap that around, then so you can throw it, that's fine.
Ugh. My left leg. How horrible.
Oh dear. Yeah. That's. Do you want to fortune point it?
I think so. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. As this man groaning in pain, he comes over you. You make to parry the blow, but he cuts through your guard and he hits you rather hard in the leg as he smacks your knee and sends it cracking sideways.
What's the crit?
Let's find out what the crit is.
Ooh,
Bruised rib.
At least it's not bad.
Wait a
Too
minute.
bad.
That's
Have you been-
no, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
Hit
You
me in the
should-
leg. What the fuck?
Yeah, you hit him in the leg. Wait, no, I'm talking shit. He did hit you in the body. I am talking shit.
What?
I'm looking at your hit location, not his hit location. Your hit location was the left leg. His was the body. Okay. So that is actually correct.
How does his undamaging feature?
That's your weapon. It's not his.
My knife is undamaging.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
It's because it's not designed to deal with armor. Same with your bow staff, possibly. They're great at dealing with unarmored people, so if they're not wearing armor, it makes no difference. In armor, it just means effectively armor's effectiveness double.
What the fuck is he packing? That's just gone through like fucking mail and leather. Jesus.
He's packing a war club or something like that.
Yeah, he's got
a hand weapon.
I want that fucking club. Right.
So you have, as a consequence, so did I apply that damage? Apply damage. Alright, so you took, after your armor, you took 4 wounds. After your toughness and armor. And you've also suffered a fractured hip.
Fun.
Yep, as also
I've been given an endurance test to roll.
Yes, roll it. Success, you do not gain the prone condition, so that's nice.
Lovely.
It does not send you to the ground. So that's that.
Oh, not another 30 days of healing.
Now you know how I feel after you shot me.
Old man here with his broken hip.
Sorry, Liam, look at my goddamn agility.
Your agility. He's got negative agility. He's got -4.
Jesus.
And my strength has gone to 8.
Fucking hell. Oh god. Combat's so funny in this game.
This is the dumbest shit ever. What the fuck? I do all this shit with Runk, and now I'm completely useless.
Hang on. Just for my sanity, how many days has passed since Romulo took over the Barabelli?
I don't know. Probably like
a
6
week
or
or
7.
Yeah.
So a week. Okay. So I've got 2 weeks left, 3 weeks left, effectively, of my torn back muscle.
You guys are like you know that like physicians and doctors exist, right?
Yes.
You're in Altdorf. Anyway.
No, but these conditions can't actually be healed except with time.
See,
that's what you think.
I was thinking you were going to go with great. He's weak now. I can take the vote back.
I was thinking that.
I can still fucking shoot. I just can't stab anymore.
So this fella back here, he struggles back to his feet and starts limping his way over to back up his friend. Romolo is stunned. Your ears are ringing. Your hip is like on fire. It hurts a lot. He's hit you in a weak spot there. You're slumped back against the wall. You can move. I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't take an action, but you can move. You can start to try and run away if you're so inclined.
I mean, my leg not broken?
Moving at quarter movement because of stun, so half movement, and then hip broken, half movement again. He's also currently engaged, so he'd have to do an agility test.
It doesn't say anything about his hip broken, meaning that he has to go slow.
Oh.
Broken bone minor.
He doesn't have broken bone minor.
Yes, he does. Fractured hip.
Oh wait,
exactly
broken. Hang on a minute. Broken body minor. Strength and mobility is severely limited.
Yeah, -3.
Half your move. Oh yeah, okay.
Wait, why have I lost fucking
8 wounds you should have lost.
No, not that. Why have I lost fucking agility as well when it just it's 30 to both?
30 to
It's 30 to both.
Yeah.
So why is it 40?
Why is it 40?
I don't know, I've got -40 to agility.
That is because I think you're wearing
You're stunned, I think.
You're stunned. You suffer a -10 penalty.
Yeah, -10 penalty to all tests.
That's okay, as long as I'm not permanently never able to do anything agility related.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna try and roll into the back of the cart, I guess.
So the cart has like gone ahead of you.
I was still on the cart. I didn't fall off.
Jump off the.
No, why would I jump off to shoot? I'm on a higher position.
Okay then. Well, that changes my understanding of how things were happening. But okay, all right, fine. You're still on this damaged cart. Sure. Okay.
I'm just going to try and roll to the other side of it or something then, so I'm as far away from that dude as possible.
Okay, so you're just gonna try to maneuver yourself off the cart and try to make as much distance between you and these thugs as you can. You're seeing double. You're hearing things. You're in a lot of pain. But
And then
for some reason you can taste metal in your mouth, and you can hear in the distance the stamping of metal also.
Lovely. Is that endurance then to try and get rid of stunned?
Yes. You need to pass a test to see if you get rid of stunned. Which you do.
I do. I'm now fatigued, bitch.
You're now fatigued instead. And, yeah, that's definitely a bit fucked. Okay.
Yeah, so he's no longer stunned.
I would be, but I can't get rid of it. It won't let me.
You can't get rid of it because it's fucked.
Oh, it might last the whole round or something.
No, it's a glitch with the system itself. It's not letting...
I mean,
there's something.
You're right. It should last the entire round. However,
it's a mechanical problem. It's a mechanical problem. The system is not working correctly. I can't remove.
And also, you should be able to remove it at any point, should you so desire, just by clicking or unclicking. That doesn't have anything to do with the combat rules.
So I have no fucking idea why that is happening. I'm just going to post a quick bug report on that one. I'll see if someone can tell me what the fuck's going wrong with that.
So,
but we're not gonna let it slow us down. I'm just gonna make a quick post about it.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's right. Get cool, boy. What does stun do? And I'll just cancel it. Yeah, it's -10. That's why I'll loot the -10 then every time.
So you've got the fatigue condition, which is exactly the same. So it's effectively you can take your action, and you can move back to half your normal movement.
So
at this
okay,
point.
moving on. Right, let's not slow down too much. It is Siegfried's turn, I believe.
Yep, I'm going to shoot the guy that just clobbered Romolo.
Okay.
And however, I am flanking him now because of the position change. And as Romolo is disengaged,
no,
that is...
I don't want to be anywhere near you in a boat.
I have a +50 to my modifier because of the flanking advantage and the range of the bow.
I don't care. No, I'm dead.
I'll just change the advantage to 3 for a moment just to reflect that.
Oh, fuck, I've just accidentally closed the page. God damn it. Ah! Why on earth did that happen? Hang on a minute, I just need to reopen.
It's fine.
I just pressed Control-Shift-X instead of Control-Shift-C and fucking close the page. Hang on a sec.
What does Control-Shift-C do? Step away and turn on the light for a moment. And I'm back.
I'm so unhappy.
Oh, I see. Okay, so... Right, so this is just basically, now that I'm restarting, it should... If you will refresh the page, that stunned condition would actually disappear.
I've refreshed.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. But you do end up having to wait for like 2 minutes for the damn thing to load.
Well, you know.
I'll do that after the combat, unless I need to remove a condition then.
Yeah. Okay, I am back in. There we go. So if I go over to Romolo, indeed, he does not have the stunned condition.
Well, so I didn't need to leave.
Well, no, you might have, because it would have still been applying for you locally. Yeah, so it's an issue with the current version of Foundry. There's actually a note about it. Anyway, okay, so that's solved. Yeah, Siegfried. Okay, so go ahead and shoot this boy. Go for it.
I already have.
What have you got for me? Oh, okay.
I'm not at close range, so he can't actually dodge this. Am I?
Can you just retake that for me, please? I don't think that has worked properly.
Sure.
We can edit the result to be the same. Just retake the test.
Yep.
You targeting him?
Yep. Glad you'd said you'd edit the result, because that was a worse roll.
It was a 25, I think you had, right?
Yep, it was.
Yeah, so isn't that? You don't even kill him. Well, so
I didn't kill him, or I did.
You do not. You land a glancing blow that narrowly comes up, mostly just loses its momentum going into his armor. This man at the back over here, he gets up, blubbering, holding his stomach as he starts trying to limp off down one of the streets to the left, wheezing and gasping.
Is this dude still under the car?
You mean this dude?
Yeah.
He has... no, he's gotten out of it since then. He got back to his feet.
Okay, cool.
This guy, seeing that Romolo has gone behind the cart, he turns and starts making his way over towards Siegfried. A look of murder in his eyes, angry about having taken 2 fucking arrows to the body now, as he comes at you with his bloody truncheon.
Yay! Oh no!
Oh my fucking god! This dude fucks.
Welcome to the jungle.
No!
Oh god, this dude fucks.
It's okay, Liam. I'm sure you're wearing just as much armor as I was.
You mean Ben?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. My mind is
drink
blown.
Nice knowing you guys!
Oof.
Oh, that's him.
You don't even have a fortune. You don't even have a fortune point.
Take
Oh
a
no,
dark
you do.
deal.
You do have a fortune point. Actually,
I do have a fortune.
you do. You saved
point.
it. You did save it.
It's time to take a dark deal.
And mutate.
I mean, I don't think it's good enough.
Time to mutate.
What the heck is with that roll of his?
It's really fucking good. So
and
he
he's
should have
charging.
only won by 3 SL. So the damage is not applying correctly there. So that should be 11 damage.
I can't even see.
Because it's a.
Oh,
it's a-
that takes me. That's
So-
a
well, no.
critical hit at
It's
minus
11
20.
damage. No. 11 damage and then toughness and then armor.
So where did he hit me? He hit me in the head. I don't think I have any armor on my head.
You've
Nope.
got 2 toughness, so that'll be 9
Yep.
wounds on your head.
Okay, so
He
that's still
knocks
above my
you out.
toughness bonus. So I'm on the ground with a critical hit at minus 20. Roll that for me, please.
Fuck, man. Hang on, where are the tables?
He just walks up and bonks you on the head.
Remember, it's a minus 20.
Oh my god, he can't talk.
Oh, the fractured jaw,
Fucking
too.
Christ!
Liam,
And he breaks your
Liam.
jaw.
Yep.
did you apply the minus 20? So was that roll actually a 75?
No, I did not. Hang on a minute.
It should be a 35.
So the
then.
75, critical hits to the head. So if it was a 75, it'd be a broken jaw.
What I'm asking? No, cause I'm asking, did you apply the minus 70 roll?
No, I did
So
not
it
apply
should
that. The fractured jaw, I rolled a 55. I can apply a table
Yeah.
modifier of minus 20. If I had done that,
Yep. So it should be a 35 that you rolled.
it would have been a 35. Okay, so in that case, it would have been a black eye.
Okay. Two blinded conditions.
Okay, so he bludgeons you in the eyeball. Holy fuck.
Oh.
As you are sent sprawling into the ground.
And there goes my advantage as well.
As this man scrambles back to his feet, still clutching his wounded and bruised side, he calls out with alarm, "Oi! Jarrett! The fucking watcher coming! Jarrett!" As he starts running in pursuit of his friend who had also been limping off down the street. Romolu, you are still slumped behind the cart, catching your breath.
I can shoot him though, can't I?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker.
Oh no, because we're engaged and it's...
Oh, he actually hits him.
Hang on, no, because there's modifiers to apply because it's...
It had modifiers on it.
I mean, he rolled pretty good.
Or modifiers.
What are you talking about?
So, shooting someone who's engaged.
No, he's not shooting him.
is
He's shooting the
different.
guy who ran away.
Yeah.
I thought he was shooting the guy who popped him in the...
I shot the one who's attacking.
Oh, the one who's attacking. Okay, then that does change things. Yeah.
I'll say, but you're not engaged though, because
that's
you're
one.
lying on the floor. You've been knocked out.
No, we're
you
still
are
engaged.
You are engaged.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Congratulations.
Well, I hit anyway, so it's fine.
Well, do that now.
So what's the modifier then? In fact, it wouldn't make a difference anyway. We'll just say that he hits. It's not a problem.
Okay.
And that is in fact a killing blow. As your crossbow bolt lodges itself into his shoulder, cutting through the pressure point and cutting itself right down into the middle of his body. As he gurgles and the blood comes out of his mouth, and then he slumps down on top of Siegfried.
Woo.
Is combat over?
Combat is over as these two are running away.
I'm gonna drink a fucking health potion.
I can imagine. You can hear now the loud stamping of metal boots and the rustling of armor and the shouting of somebody who sounds like they're probably in charge coming from somewhere to the northeast.
Help! Help!
I've recovered some health, boys. Right. What's the wagon looking like? You said a wheel had come off.
So the wheel has come off. A lot of the wine has been lost. Some of the wool has fallen out into the mud.
God damn it, man.
The mule looks like it's been concussed.
That's fine. Who gives a shit about this dumbass mule?
And Siegfried has a dead man slumped over the top of him.
And is half unconscious.
Right. Is Siegfried alive? How much damage did he
Siegfried
take?
is alive.
Okay, but he's unconscious.
He's not unconscious. That condition is misleading. He's disabled.
Right. Right, I'm going to try and pull myself together then, I guess. And I'm going to start shouting for the guards.
Sure enough, this troop of what looks like 12 state soldiers who are carrying these, wearing these badges that indicate that they've been assigned to local watch duty.
State troopery.
Come stomping round the corner. Their captain is blowing a whistle really obnoxiously. We've received reports of a disturbance of the peace.
Thank you so much. These men attacked us. We are merchants traveling.
Roll an easy charm test.
And I assist him.
No.
Oh, it's
Okay.
that charm. Oh.
Boys, I'm quite charming, I'll be honest.
No, you're under.
You've got a charm of 80. Oh, hang on, easy did you say?
Yeah, I
easy.
said easy. Where are the rest of these uncouth gentlemen who attempted to relieve you of your belongings?
They just ran for the bridge. I didn't know what to do. I've been injured.
Help!
Private Archibald, Private Sarah, chase them down along the western ridge. See if you can catch those two ne'er-do-wells.
My friend managed to shoot one of them, and the other one was hurt by a cart, so I suspect they'll be covered in blood and mud, sir.
Go now, quickly, soldiers! Go on! Two of the soldiers give each other a look of like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then they start running off down the road that the two men fled across. You two, get over here. Help that man with the unfortunate situation he's in. Siegfried, you soon find yourself relieved of the weight on your chest of the man slumped over the top of you. Good sir, I'm going to need you to make a witness statement.
That is no problem, but that purse he stole it from me.
Purse?
On the dead man. He took the purse from me when he attacked us.
I see. How much in gold crowns was located within the purse?
It was 4 or 5 gold crowns, but this man threw some of them to his friends.
5 gold crowns.
Indeed, we are wealthy merchants, but he threw some of them to his men.
I see. When was the last time that you or your organization has paid taxes to the state?
The owner of our vessel is a tax collector for the government.
A tax collector for the government. I see. And has he been engaged in his duties on behalf of the state within the last 30 to 60 days?
Yes, he has. We have recently just acquired this merchant vessel.
30 to 60 days. And your name is, sir?
My name is Romulo.
Romulo. That name sounds foreign, sir. Are you a registered citizen of Reichland?
No, sir. I'm here on diplomatic status.
Just a foreigner diplomat? Question mark. You're a diplomat, sir?
No, I'm here on diplomatic status.
Diplomatic status, sir?
Yes, my cousin is attached to the Tillian embassy.
You're... Oh. Do you have the necessary papers, sir, to demonstrate your status?
I did, but one of the other men took them.
There's the slightest gleam of suspicion starts to grow in the captain's eye as he squints at you. Indeed, he stole your diplomatic papers.
He stole everything I had, sir. That man took my purse, the other one took my attaché.
I see. Are there any witnesses at court that might be able to demonstrate under test as to your diplomatic status, sir?
When I get to the Tillian embassy, someone will tell you.
Indeed, indeed. Very good, sir. If you will please take this paper, he rips from the logbook and offers it to you. If you take this to the local state accounts, the vault will issue you with a currency note equivalent to the sum of the 4 gold crowns you have lost, until such time as the state is able to recover those belongings you have lost while under our protection.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. How is my friend? Is he okay? He seemed quite injured.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Could you point us to the nearest one, and perhaps help us with rating the cart?
I believe that there are several physicians to be found in the mercantile district, and there are also several in the Königsplatz.
That is nearby, yes? Not a long walk.
Correct. You've almost reached the location. If you just keep heading on north along Kingsway, you'll find Königsplatz.
Is there any way where you could just help me lift the wagon and put this wheel back on? It should just slide back on if it came off so easily.
I'm sorry, that is beyond the remit of the local state militia. I cannot assist you with repairing any damaged goods or private property.
I'm sure my friend would give you a couple of silvers if you would.
That would be against protocol, sir.
Okay, well,
Has
thank you for your help
anyone been
anyway.
assisting me? Or
All they did was pull the man off you. They didn't even give you a hand up.
in that case, I'm now unconscious. Because I had 2
you
rounds.
just passed out on the floor.
I had 2 rounds to regain a wound, and 1 passed before the conversation started.
Okay, Siegfried has passed out.
Okay, well, are these what's happening? Are these boys still knocking around?
They're
Are they
literally
marching
just
off?
milling around, waiting for their captain to tell them to move on.
Right.
One of them's pulled out a small roll up and started smoking.
How badly damn? Can I just put this wheel back on the car? Will that work?
Are you a carpenter in any way?
No, you know I'm not. I'm a killer.
Well,
you said the wheel just came off. So
the wheel has
just
came off. There is substantive damage to the spoke. You think it'll probably need repairs. Whether or not you could just slam it back on and see how far it gets, you could try, but you've got no guarantee as to its stability.
Right, I'm going to pick up fucking Siegfried and put him on the back of the cart.
Okay.
On the wool. I'll try and be nice. I'll put him on the wool.
Okay. You drag him along
Actually,
the
no,
corners.
I won't. Because he's bleeding. I'm going to put him on the seat.
Okay. So you have a lot of lost goods surrounding you. Do you take the time to pile them back onto the cart as best you can, or are you just going to leave them for dead?
I'm going to put the wool back on the cart and leave all the broken bottles. Just sack them off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the pair of you both can gain 20 experience.
Joy.
Not worth it.
Nope.
It's not a question of worth it. You got ambushed. It's like, you didn't buy in. You were like, oh, you know what? Yeah, let's take this trade. Let's take this fight. This is a good idea. No, you got fucking ambushed.
Right. Are they doing anything with that dead body?
It does look like they're intending to take it to the coroners. So
Okay.
they've started collecting up the corpse of the thug. We'll have to make sure that he gets properly identified, if possible. Though, if not, well, I suppose it'll be to the incendiary guild.
Okay. Hypothetically, what would I need to pickpocket?
Oh, so you want to pickpocket them?
Well, I want to try and pickpocket the corpse. Yeah.
Oh, the corpse.
Yeah.
You're going to need to make. Do you have sleight of hand?
No.
No. Well, you don't have the skills to do it.
Are you?
So it's
Okay.
going to be a hard dexterity test.
I'm probably going to pass on that then, I think.
Don't you have like -30 to all your physical stats right now? with
No,
your-
Not
no,
dexterity,
just
actually.
agility.
No.
Yeah, just
Okay.
dexterity's fine right now, but unfortunately it's very low anyway. So I'm not taking that risk.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to get Siegfried on the cart, and I'm going to try and slam that wheel back on.
Okay, you after about a good 10 minutes of effort, you think you've gotten things mostly in order. We'll come back to you. Meanwhile,
Thank God.
in the lower class
Can
area,
I gain a wound and regain consciousness?
make an endurance test for me. Challenging.
Is physical or not?
Yes.
I need to roll a 7 or lower.
Good. Nope, you are off in the dream space, I'm afraid. You are not conscious. But meanwhile, in the lower class area, we have Ruiz and Erwin. Is Erwin here? Do we have an Erwin? No, I don't think we do. Okay, so we might have to wait on going to them. Instead, we will look at Kernt, Antarius, and Renate.
Oh, I was heading to the Elven Embassy. So I could go return the breastplate and check in with my cousin.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So, as you're preparing and getting yourself ready to go, Renate makes her way over to you and lowers her voice slightly. Antarius, it's good to see that you're well again. Though there may be a bit of a situation of which you might want to be aware. As I understand it, news has come from Bogenhafen that there was some sort of insurgent involved in causing a massive riot and attempted rebellion in Bogenhafen.
Okay.
And, well, I don't want to make any suppositions or imply anything, but I thought it'd be good to let you know that some of the wanted posters that I've seen hanging around, they look a little bit like you. I don't mean to be racist. I'm not saying that all elves look the same. I'm just saying that it's a bit uncanny.
Where are these posters hanging?
You
hanging
can see
around
some
at?
just on the warehouse down by the side of the docks over there. And there's some more, probably scattered all over the city, I would imagine.
Okay. Can I go? Thank you for telling me this, Renate. And I give her a couple of silver shillings. Like,
Antarius, please, you don't need to do that. Really now.
Well, okay.
You're part of the crew. I was looking out for you, okay?
I appreciate it, and I thank you.
Just be careful out there, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Is there like anything I can kind of disguise myself with a little bit, like just like some gangly looking clothes or whatever, to look more like a homeless man or something?
You could probably abandon, well, not abandon, but leave some of your gear on the Bogan Harper and take some of the sailor's spare clothes and dress yourself as if you were brass status. How long that'd convince anybody, especially if you weren't wearing stuff to disguise your face, is another matter.
Is there like any kind of type of like hoods and whatnot so I could hide my hair and ears?
There is a simple kind of sailor's cap made of fur that you could take and wear. Usually it's used to keep out like cold weather and rain and so forth, but putting one on, it at least somewhat disguises your ears.
Okay.
It might not stop anyone from thinking you're an elf if they look at you for more than 20 seconds, but it's something.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go ahead and like try to dress myself up into brass status, and then I'll go to the docks to see one of these wanted posters and kind of figure out what's going on.
Okay. Heading out onto the docks, things are starting to quiet down at the moment. It's getting towards the later end of the working day, and a lot of the stevedores here are starting to make their way off and go back home, or go out to the local tavern to spend the pay packet they just earned. As you head round to the side, near one of the warehouses, you see a public notice board. And indeed, on there is a rather large sketch of... Well, it's come off of a printing press, but it definitely looks a lot like you. It seems that you're being referred to as a terrorist who has been working against the state and attempting to destabilize Reichland by working in service to chaos.
Fantastic.
There is indeed a 200 crown bounty, dead or alive.
I take the wanted note and I just kind of keep it with me for the moment, and then I tried to take like a long route to the Elven Embassy to avoid bringing attention to myself. Like, I don't want to walk the main streets. I want to just try to see if I can, not get as easily noticed by passerbys and whatnot.
Okay. You decide to take a very, very long detour that takes you the better part of 2 hours. Can you make for me a challenging intelligence test to see whether or not you get lost in the winding streets?
Alright, give me a sec. It's been a minute since I've had to play this game. Okay.
Right, yep, despite your general unfamiliarity with the city, you managed to navigate by the sun and several road markings, and miraculously, over the next 2 hours or so, you managed not to get lost, but instead managed to navigate your way through the city all the way to the Noble District, where also the Elven Embassy can be found. Set up against the side of the river, always noticeable from a distance because it's made from marble, using Elven architecture, and looks quite different from the rest of the city.
Is there a guard still outside?
There are two guardsmen, as was much the case as you arrived the first time, who are stood on the steps outside, watching it quietly, not making any meaningful comment. However, you also see that across the street there appears to have been stationed a regiment of state troops. Probably about 40 or 50 of them in total, who've set up a small camp.
The fuck? Are they like waging war on us or something? Okay.
They are currently camped outside the Elven Embassy.
Okay. Is there any other way into the embassy?
You could try and scale the walls and go in through one of the windows, though if you get noticed, obviously that wouldn't end well. The only other alternative is simply to walk between the middle of the two sides and just go up the steps.
And pray to God they don't try to stop me.
There is a small dock attached to the embassy. If you're willing to get into the river, maybe you could swim round and then climb up onto the jetty. But definitely there'd be questions asked there as well if you were seen.
Damn it. Yeah, I'll try swimming around and like going around from that direction.
Okay. Oh, you actually can swim. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, can you make an average swim test, please?
Oh god.
I think you're the only character that can actually swim.
Fuck!
You can fortune point that if you wish, or you can take the result.
I'll fortune point it. Fuck it. Oops. You fucking kidding me?
Got one hand.
As you head down into the water and you're swimming your way across, you feel suddenly something sharp with jagged edges sink itself into your ankle as you place one hand on the rungs of the ladder. You can see your own blood pouring out into the water as it seems you have acquired the company of some sort of carnivorous fish that has now latched itself onto your leg and very much refuses to let go.
Great.
Take a wound.
You're lucky it's not a penis fish.
And
I've taken a wound.
you come scrambling up the ladder and fling yourself onto the jetty, and you see this large scaled orange fish with yellow eyes has sunk its large fangs into your leg just above the ankle.
Great. Has anyone noticed me yet?
Not yet.
I take my dagger and like I just stab the fish real quick to try to get it to like let go.
Okay, you lean over and you shank the creature as hard as you can. It quickly falls still, although the pain lancing through your leg is agony.
All right.
You're able to peel its jaws away from you, though there's still blood trickling out of your leg.
All right. I try to hobble my way inside the.
In the name of the Phoenix King, halt! And suddenly there is a halberd pointing at you.
Oh Jesus Christ!
As a large armored elf has come out of the back of the embassy, presumably having heard you thrashing about on the jetty, and is now presenting a weapon at you. Explain yourself at once! Why are you trying to infiltrate us?
I take off my hood and I say I've come to see my cousin, and there's not a lot of friendly company these days.
Your cousin? Speak your name!
Antarius Simtavir.
And do you have any proof that you are who you say you are?
Not on me. You can take me to my cousin. He can identify me, though.
He considers you for a long moment. Make a average charm test.
Whoops. Okay.
I will take you to see the Lord Ambassador, but if it turns out you've been lying to me, well, those state troopers outside will be the worst of your worries. Now come! He moves over and he tries to roughly manhandle you by the shoulder and pull you up.
All right. I start. I get pulled up and I just fall on for now.
As you're frog marched through the beautiful elven embassy, dripping wet, and also your leg is still dripping blood. As you're making your way through, they briefly stop to collect some bandages from the storehouse, and he binds your leg to make sure you're at least somewhat presentable, before shoving you through one of the doors and into a small office chamber, where your cousin, what did I say his name was? Let's make one up. I'll just write this one down in my notes.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what his name was too.
Elfie McElface.
Elf. His name is Elf. That's all that matters.
Let's call him...
Surely it's Buddy.
He's actually my uncle, because I was looking at my old notes and it says.
Oh
it
yeah,
was my
it's your uncle.
Yeah, I thought it was my cousin, but it's my uncle.
Okay, his name is now Rilhandir Simtavir. He is your uncle, and now I've written that name down, so that's definitely his name. It was definitely his name beforehand as well, whatever it might have been. He looks quite haggard and exhausted, and he looks up and seems very surprised to see you. Gets to his feet as you're marched in.
Hello, Uncle.
Thank you, Guardsman. Return to your post. Yes, my lord. He comes marching out again. Antarius, what's happened to you? Your arm!
It's been a very, very long few weeks, Uncle.
He comes around the side of the desk and quickly marches you over to a seat, forcing you to sit down, as he then makes his way over to a kettle and a set of teacups. This is... Certainly you have not arrived at a particularly auspicious time, Antarius. As you might well have seen on your way here, we have a bit of a situation outside.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you can tell me a little bit more as to what they think I've done, and I can tell you what has actually happened.
The Emperor, or rather his closed council, have issued a decree that no elf is to leave Reichland until the insurgent responsible for what happened in Bogenhafen has been captured. We're not allowed to come or go. Even I've been embargoed. Despite my diplomatic status, they won't let me leave. He starts making his way back over towards the table, and he sets a teacup down in front of you. You can see he's clearly been doing a lot of writing recently. There are many, many papers strewn over his desk.
What has my father said to this? Have you made word or contact with him?
He looks at you for a long moment, and then lowers his eyes down to the teacup, and he starts drumming it with his fingers. Antarius, I had been thinking and deliberating for some time over how to convey this to you. I debated sending a courier, perhaps with a message, but I thought that words that were written might not be sufficient to convey what has happened. Your father is dead, Antarius. Yeah.
Well,
I received news that he has passed away.
how?
As far as the physicians and the magi were able to discern, it was of natural causes. Though, at the same time, that must imply that there was some sort of condition he was suffering from that nobody was aware of. The nature of that condition has yet to be identified. I've not received any more reports from the coroners ever since the embargo started. They haven't allowed any messengers from Althwan to come into the city.
So I don't even know which one of my brothers is trying to claim the prince.
I'm afraid not, Antarius. I'm afraid I'm as blind as to what's going on in Althwan right now as you are.
And I'm stuck here with all these little people, these tiny men. Antarius leans back in his chair and he lets out a long sigh.
You have my condolences, Antarius. There isn't much more I can offer you at this time. As you can see, I certainly, as much as I might have wished to attend the funeral, was not even permitted to, given the nature of things politically. And, Antarius, as I'm sure I'm going to be corrected otherwise, but I must ask, and he leans forward across the desk and appears at you. Were you actually responsible for what happened in Bogenhafen?
I was, but it's not as you think. There's the hand of chaos
By
here.
the Phoenix King!
Uncle, you have to listen to me. It's not these men. They twist things and they do not understand what exactly has happened in Bogenhafen. There was a cult of chaos worshippers there. They were sacrificing men and women to appease their dark gods. I put an end to it, along with several other mercenaries. I lost my hand in the process, and we had to essentially flee the city because we could not really stay and explain what has happened. But I swear upon my father's name, Uncle, these were bad men.
Rilhande rubs his face for a long moment. But it is true that you killed most of the High Council of Bogenhafen.
They were all involved.
They were all involved. Antarius, do you really understand the ramifications of what has happened here? This is an unprecedented situation. This could lead to war. And I understand that perhaps things did not play out in the way that you might have intended. But do you not think that possibly there might have been a better way to resolve this matter than to kill everybody involved?
I did not want to kill everyone involved. The mercenaries I had hired went out of control. And they executed them before they could even attest to their crimes.
Well,
this is why I didn't want that to happen. I figured we would need their own stories and their own testimonies.
The Phoenix King has not received word from his official ambassador to the Empire of Man in over 2 months. My last report was sent some time ago. It was scheduled to arrive only last week, and yet I've not been able to send it. And none of his messengers have been able to reach the city. It's only a matter of time before he begins to suspect the worst. And when he does, and he was never a fan of mankind to begin with, it was only on my advice and my assertions that he's been willing to keep trade open with the Empire, what do you think happens then? When he thinks that the Empire has imprisoned his ambassador, it's the excuse he wants.
I'm aware, Uncle. I'm aware there's a lot of things at play here. And there was definitely some mistakes made.
If it is true that this cult has been responsible for what happened in Bogenhafen, then it is equally likely that they might be involved elsewhere. I doubt that this was simply some isolated incident.
I have knowledge of other houses here in Altdorf that are working with some houses here.
I see. Given our present predicament, I am not able to engage with any of the nobility here in Altdorf, nor are any of our elven kin. We have been completely ostracized. We have a regiment of state troops camped outside in case we try to leave.
Hello.
Ah, welcome back.
Thanks.
I can slip out easily enough, Uncle.
That is enough, but it doesn't resolve the political situation. One elf coming and going as he pleases makes no real difference. It sounds to me like you and your mercenary friends are some of the only people left in this entire empire with any sense and any idea of what might really be happening behind the scenes. If it is true that this cult has infiltrated the highest ranks of our entire empire, and that they are spread as far as your conspiracy seems to suggest, then it is your duty, both to yourself as a person, and indeed to the nation of Ulthuan, that we resolve this matter and prevent a war.
I understand, Uncle.
If ever there was an opportunity to prove yourself worthy of the crown of the Simtavir household, it is now.
I understand.
I will let you keep the equipment that I gave you. One of your friends has delivered, what was that fucking horse's name? Galathril. Yeah.
Galathril, yeah.
One of your old companions arrived at the embassy some time ago and delivered Galathril back into my care. It is good of you that you have managed to look after him and my belongings in such good shape, despite your misadventures. Because of that, I am willing to trust you some more. You've demonstrated your value, though even if in the course of that conduct you have brought upon us some difficult circumstances. But I understand they are not entirely yours to blame for. So tell me, what is your next move?
There's a house nearby Altdorf called the von Wittgensteins?
The von Wittgensteins?
Von Wittgensteins, yes. They're the ones that were the contact of Councillor Tugan, the main orchestrator of the cult in Bogenhofen. They were delivering him massive amounts of warpstone.
House Wittgenstein was dissolved over 37 years ago.
No, Uncle. They've began training again just about 2 years ago. There's a shipping manifest that I have that shows this.
That doesn't make any sense. There was a decree. They've been dissolved. There was no rightful heir to their household, and so their estates were given over to the crown.
Something's going on here, Uncle. I just don't know all the pieces yet.
Someone must have been using that name as a front.
Mm-hmm. Maybe this other person that I have an idea to suspect, an Etelka Herson, but I don't know who she is or.
That name has no familiarity to me. I can't help you with that.
But outside of that, those are my only leads right now, Uncle.
Confer with the other companions that you have. See what you can find out. If I learn anything new, I will try to contact you as best I can, but given my present circumstances, that may be difficult. If I do manage to learn anything more about what's happening in Ulthuan, well, I'll try to let you know.
I understand.
Oh, and one more thing. Make sure that you don't draw any more attention to yourself. No more stunts like what happened in Bogenhofen. Or it might just be the last fuse to light the whole powder keg.
I've got a new crew now, Uncle. It won't happen again. I fear I'm starting to overstaying my welcome now.
Do you
I'll
wish
need
to
to-
take Galadriel with you?
How am I to steal a horse out of the entrenchment, Uncle?
I think I'll be able to deal with the state troops if you want to take him and leave.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take him.
Make sure that he gets safe and that he comes back to me alive. You've done it once before. I trust that you can do it again. I can't think of any other meaningful ways that I can help you in your endeavors, so if Galadriel can, then that'll be good enough for me.
Is there anyone here that you can spare? Another cousin, another kin, someone. I hold up my stump. I'm handless, Uncle. My work with the blade isn't as good as it will be.
There is a squire here who arrived last month. He's from a cadet branch. His name is Alphus. He's been complaining to me for weeks about the fact he's not been able to do anything of any use to us here. He's not particularly, shall we say, experienced or knowledgeable in matters of decorum. But if you need an extra body to help you, perhaps Alphus could be of use.
Sounds like just what I need. Tell him to get ready, and we'll depart soon.
Very well. If you will excuse me, Antarius, I have some preparations to make to ensure that you are not disturbed on your departure. He gets to his feet and gives you a slight wink.
I'll see myself change as well. I don't want to be in these filthy freaking clothes anymore. And I'll see. I stand up and I give my uncle a bow, and then I give him a hug. Thank you for letting me know about my father.
He returns the gesture and says, "Hopefully you'll be able to pay your respects before all of this is over."
Hopefully.
Meanwhile, in the lower class district, we
It's
have
El Susador.
We have El Susurrador and Erwin, who are carrying a deer pelt through the streets and are making their way towards a very ramshackle part of town, an absolute slummy dive.
Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the alignment spectrum.
Oh, hello there, misters. That's a nice looking pelt you've got there, calls this toothy man from the side of the road.
Oh, here we go. Keep walking.
Hey, I'm talking to you. I said that's a nice pelt.
Yes, it is very nice. Why would we have a terrible pelt?
God, Sigmar, damn it. I was going to tell him you don't speak Reiklander.
Well, it's a bit late for that, but why would we carry a terrible pelt? Who would
Real
carry
nice pelt. I'm just thinking, like, why would you have something so nice in a place so not nice?
Why would we carry a terrible pelt? Makes no sense.
Well, it just seems like you're in a bit the wrong place for something like that.
Oh, we do not know where we're taking it.
Where are you taking it?
It's a secret.
Oh, he's a secret man. Got his secrets. He likes to play it coy. Bet you do that with the ladies too, don't you?
Oh, yes, very much so.
Listen, so here's the thing, right? I really like that pelt. And I was thinking, what if you just gave it to me?
I have a counter proposition.
Oh, yeah?
How about you go back to sleep, okay?
Well, see, the thing is, I weren't sleeping none. I was just acting like I was sleeping some. Because when we get folks like you kind of posh-looking types coming through here, just so happens it's generally the case you got something nice on you. You catch my drift?
Okay, it's very simple. Erwin, turn him into a slug.
You what?
Let's
The
see.
wizard.
Let's see. Beeble, babble, bobble, babble. I'll just start fake chanting a spell.
What the fuck are you doing?
Flabble, flibble, flubble,
Can't
gaggle.
turn you into a slug.
Okay, look, boys, I've got 5 men round the corner. Give me a fucking pelt.
Oh, okay, Elwin, turn them all into slugs.
I'll make 5 corpses around that corner if you don't fuck off.
Make a challenging intimidate test.
Shit.
Well, looks like we're fighting.
You gonna make corpses? Look at you, you scrawny git.
Did you say the other men around the corner, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, you die first. And I'm just going to go.
Wait, what? Are you gonna attack him?
Yeah.
Holy shit, okay. Alright then.
I don't understand, Liam, why you always seem so shocked. We are literally the most morally ambiguous crew ever.
Oh no, my murder hobos are attacking me.
Exactly. Every single time he's like, oh really?
I'm pretty sure like this duo team in particular is like very predisposed to murdering people.
Let's see. Well,
Runk and Whittle back in, and you've got perfect crew.
I would take one Runk and Whittled on this one. See if we can do any better than Romolo and Siegfried, though.
Okay, so if we look over here, you should be able to target that guy and attack him.
Arius yet for being too good.
He is surprised here. Oh dear, that's not looking good for him. As you quickly whip out your rapier and you sink it deep into his flesh, he lets out a scream of pain and falls to the ground, clutching his bleeding leg. Fuck! Don't wait, please! I was just joking! I was joking! I don't mean it, Lord! Fuck!
It's a shitty fucking joke.
Whoever is around the corner, step out now. You're thrown.
Oh, fuck! A pair of children poke their head round the corner.
Oh, run away, little ones. Go home.
We're supposed to beat you up.
You no. I'm not going to beat you.
No.
Master Anakin, there's too many of them.
Good thing he's not Whittle today.
No, you must now look after this man. It's very badly hurt. Okay, we're going to carry on.
We have to take your money.
Okay, here you go.
What?
I'm going to give them a shilling each.
They look absolutely stunned for a moment. They look at each other in like shock and confusion, and they say, "Ha! We did it!"
Oh yes, you are most formidable. Now take your man here.
Oh fuck him! Who cares about it? We got shillings. Let's go! They both run off.
Well, there really is no honor amongst thieves.
Fuck! Oh, me leg! Fuck it! Oh, I'm bleeding!
Okay, wait here a second. I'm gonna do some medicine on you, okay?
Oh, fuck!
We don't have time for this.
Yes, well, I have to. It's,
the pelt that you dropped to the floor has started wiggling slightly.
The pelts will spoil if we are held up too long, you see.
Well, do not deny me. Come on.
Oh, before I forget, Antarius 30 XP.
Okay, cool. So, can I try medical just to wrap up?
Yep, you can. It'll be average.
I'm like leaning over the pelt, going, "Shut the fuck up! Just shut the fuck up!"
Wiggle, wiggle.
Can't find it now. Here, there we are. Did you say it was average?
Yep. You apply some emergency triage to him, but he's thrashing and wriggling with such veracity that you're able to do a botched job at best. It takes you far longer than you'd hoped, given the difficulty of your unwilling participant.
Okay,
You end up wasting a good 10 minutes here.
Listen to me, okay? I only am keeping you because this was not done according to the code. Now, I have done what I can, and you must now do what you must.
I'm gonna get the flux or something.
That is not in my hands.
No, you can't leave me.
Gracias, Monte. Let's go.
You both leave this man squirming in the dirt as you
fuck him.
as you pick up this dirty pelt.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about myself, actually. I did the right thing.
Deftly maneuvered.
No, it was actually the wrong thing I did. I should never fight a man like that while he's on the floor. It's cowardly.
He was asking for it. Don't beat yourself up. We've done worse. We will do worse. Everyone does worse.
I'm held to a different code.
As you turn a handful more corridors, alleyways through the streets, you're surrounded by grime and shit and piss and all sorts of horrible smells. It's a really unpleasant place. Finally, you arrive at the ramshackle, dilapidated old building that once upon a time used to be a pub and is now just an abandoned wreck that Erwin had taken himself to earlier.
Right, set him here at the street, right in front of this lovely abode.
This is it?
This is it, yes. Give me a moment. There was something else. Oh, go hide. Around the corner or something. Just don't be seen. Keep an eye out, huh?
Okay. If you insist.
Be quick.
I'll go and hide.
Okay, so are you just going to go around the corner?
Yeah, I figured this is secrets, not for me, so I won't look.
Alright, you go around the corner, you stand and you try to look inconspicuous.
Alright, I'm heading in to pay the beggar. Pushing the shoddy.
As you head inside, there is a very thin, or emaciated, almost skeletal-looking man who is sitting cross-legged next to a ruggedy, moth-ridden carpet just on the floor in the middle of the main room. And he looks up at you with his yellow eyes and smiles, wordlessly.
I just grin back. Similarly yellow teeth. The mark of the collar. I flip him a shilling.
He catches the shilling deftly in the air and then slowly nods his head. And when you look back, the prince is gone. The pelt is gone.
Perfect. Whew. I heave a sigh of relief. It's time to fuck off now. Ruiz.
Signor, you have complete.
Yeah, let's go before I fuck something else up, huh?
Bon, Lido?
Right. We'll start heading back. Work ping 1 second, sorry.
Okay. So the two of you start making your way back to the Bergen Harbour. Meanwhile, up in the Königplatz, we have an unconscious Romolo and an unconscious Siegfried and Romolo driving this dilapidated, fucked cart.
I'd have been happy if it was the other way around.
Up the street towards the Königsplatz. So, what is your first stop? Are you going to try and find some healing first, or are you going to try and sell things first?
So, we're going to the Temple of Shalea first, because I want to make sure he doesn't bleed out or something. Which apparently is next to the universities.
Yeah, quite possibly. I wouldn't know.
I've sent a link. It says it's next to the university.
He googled it.
Oh, did you Google where it was?
I googled it because I was like, if it's on the other side of town, he can die.
Oh, it's edge of the university district. Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Right, yeah.
So
you
making
can,
a left instead of a right, which might sacrifice the cart, but you know.
Yeah, alright, so you managed to make your way halfway along the Königsplatz when the wheel once again comes off the side of the cart and it grinds to a halt halfway down the middle of the Königsway.
Okay. Who's about in the area?
There are a handful of civilians milling about. There are a few merchants here hawking their wares. You can hear a few people sniggering and laughing after having seen your wagon literally fall apart. There are one or two state troopers here, although they're watchmen, but it looks like they're not really like actively paying much attention. They're kind of like having a standing nap almost.
What merchants are knocking about on this street?
There is a fish merchant, there's a butcher, and a seller of trinkets and odds and ends, jewellery, little bits and pieces like that.
Which one looks the most established, like it's a shop or something, rather than just a random...
The butcher actually has a building.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to just quickly pop over to the butcher then.
Okay.
Hello, senor.
Right there, mate, what you looking for?
I'm actually looking to request something from you. As you can see, my cart is in terrible condition, and my friend, as you can see, is very, very injured. I'm taking him to the Temple of Chalet. We were attacked just down in the area near to the docks. Would you be able
attacked?
to... We were attacked indeed.
By you?
There was some lowlifes. We assume they came from the lower class area, the district down to the
You get a proper look at them, mate.
Well, we managed to kill one of them, and the guard came and spoke to us. But they are being pursued at the moment.
Bet you it was fucking Hull Houses, boys. They've been causing all sorts of ruckus lately.
Oh, well, you're no better than me, friend. As you can tell, I am not from here. But while I'm trying to save my friend, who is from Altdorf, he is an Altdorf boy, would you be able to look after the cart if we pulled it around into your back area? We'll pay you some money for it, to look after it.
Well, could be. I might be able to spare one of my boys to keep an eye on it. Question is, you going to be paying his wage?
Yes. How much do you pay him?
Oh, well, I think, given the circumstances, I reckon 3 shillings would be fair.
In that case, sir, I will give you 5 for being such a wonderful man.
Uh-huh. Well then, I ain't going to look no gift horse in the mouth, so... Sure,
But
I'll
is
look
there-
after your wagon for you. What you got on there? Looks like quite a lot of textiles, actually.
Yes, we had wool and wine, but unfortunately a lot of it was damaged. We're hoping to be able to get some form of recompense.
Huh. Well, good luck with that.
Yes, I understand the watch in this area is not perhaps as good as it should be.
Well, it
I've
ain't
looked
the
at
watch you
guards
need to
now.
worry about in a claim case. You need to worry about the fucking bureaucracy.
Oh, I see. Well, do you have anywhere we could pull it into rather than just leaving it? on
Yeah,
the
sure.
street?
Take it round to the slaughter yard in the back. Here, I'll
Thank you
send
very
out some of my boys. We'll come and drag it.
Okay.
Alright, you lot! Get over here. We're going to help this man move his cart. Wheel's broken.
Okay, cool.
It takes about
right,
10
how
minutes, but between the lot of you, you managed to get it into the back.
And
of the
how... sorry, I guess that's done. How far is it to the Chilean place? Ish.
At a walking pace, probably about 15 minutes.
Oh, God.
Any chance I managed to regain consciousness at any point in this, or am I
Make a
still
challenging
completely out of it?
endurance test.
With all the penalties, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Nearly. Nearly.
Okay, I guess I'm going to try and fucking carry him on my shoulder. But he's a fat bastard.
Whilst
Okay,
you've
sure.
got a broken hip as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
feel like I'm not
that's
gonna-
going to be hell. In fact, no, I think that's literally going to be impossible for you.
Okay, right. Would I be able to borrow a cart or something from you as well? I'll quite happily throw another shilling or 2 on top.
Oh, now you're asking for quite a bit, mate. Fuck.
Well, if not, just, I don't know. Who
8
would be
shillings.
able to 8 shillings? No, I do not have that.
6.
I've given you all of the silver I had. Okay,
I can break a crown for you, fella.
No, is there a taxi service? Any kind of...
Oh, you're looking for a
Carriers?
carriage?
Yes, well, anything really.
Well, I suppose as the 3 spokes they service the Königsplatz. Oh, I think you'd be paying a bit dearer than 6 shillings for that.
Right. Okay, yes, I'll borrow your barrow then, please. Can we make it 5?
We breaking that crown?
Yes, but can we make it 5 so at least I have 10 back?
Oh, you know what? I'll be nice. Go on then.
Alright. I won't show him the fact that I had way more silver than I said, and I'll just break the crown.
Alright. Yeah, he breaks the crown for you and gives you the change. So I think that's 15 shillings you get back.
No, I think it's 10, isn't it?
No, a crown is
20.
There's 20 shillings in a crown.
Yeah, so if he's keeping 10... Oh, yes, I haven't paid him yet, so he's keeping 10. I'm getting 10
right,
back.
you haven't paid him yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've given him...
a gold crown, he's given me 10 shillings.
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, I've done that on my thing. Right, I'm going to borrow this cart and then push this fucking fat bastard up to the goddamn temple.
Yeah, so you hitch up the mule to the new cart. Do you move any of the cargo?
Not onto this little... Well, I'm assuming this was like a wheelbarrow or something.
It is a smaller cart, yeah. You wouldn't be able to move as much onto it. I was just asking for completeness sake.
No, I'm just leaving everything on the cart. I'm trusting this dude.
Leave everything on the old cart. Okay.
Yeah,
right, so you just have Siegfried. You just have Siegfried in it. All right.
Yeah, and then I'm going to kind of push him up there.
Okay, you cart him off with the mule, and eventually you reach the Temple of Shalia.
You're gonna come back to everything gone from that fucking cart.
Well, if I do, I'll just have to kill the merchant,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I get there, I'm just gonna be like, please, I need some assistance, this man is injured. I too am injured.
Ah, my child, welcome to the Temple of Shalia, says a nun as she comes out holding a censer and looks over the pair of you. Oh, you look to be in a rather dilapidated condition.
Indeed, if you could heal me of my injury, the fractured bone.
The merciful mother's mercy shall be laid upon you for no less than the sum of 7 shillings.
That is perfectly fine, thank you. Is that for both of us or for each?
The lady demands the lady demands nothing of you. The lady encourages a donation of 7 shillings per individual that will be visiting here within the hospice.
Here, my lady, you have done us a great service. Take a crown for the both of us, and I'll pay her a crown. She eyes the crown for a moment and bites it testingly, looks at you suspiciously. I'm a great believer in what you do. I only wish that I could have dedicated my life as you have. You have truly proven your noble generosity to the Lady Shalia. We shall do all in our power to make sure that you are helped and healed. Please come with me. She turns around and starts taking the censer back inside. Okay. A pair of mendicants come along and they start helping you move Siegfried inside. You are both taken to an inner chamber where a pair of doctors treat you. Following that, Siegfried, you can recover 5 wounds. Romolo, you can recover 3. I don't care about the wounds, mate. Just heal this fucking fracture. Let's have a look there. I came to Chalet, not a doctor, for a goddamn miracle. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. So the fractured hip has been healed. Thank God. That's fine. Broken body. Heal. The duration. The duration on your broken body is going to be 9 days. Woo! Okay.
Do they do any healing on my torn back muscle?
Could not pass injury roll. That's interesting. Okay. Duration. Yeah, we'll say that the torn back muscle has a duration left of 5 days.
Okay. Oh, it's getting there.
As they have used some of their holy and divine power in order to accelerate the process of your otherwise slow recovery.
Thank you.
Imagine how good it would be if one of you was a fucking cleric.
It'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I think the party would kill them for all the misdeeds that they were trying to prevent.
Probably.
Yeah, okay. But once Siegfried has regained consciousness, I'll just explain the situation with the wagon to him. The fact that I got him here, I paid for him to be healed, blah, 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 blah.
I'm gonna ask you about the details of what you paid for my recovery and get us both here.
I paid a total of 30 silvers for us to be healed, and for the cart that got you here, the guarding of the things.
I'm jotting that down as an expense deducted from everyone, not you or me.
Siegfried, you notice that there are a pair of gold crowns that seem to have gone missing from your very meticulously tallied purse.
My purse, or from any of the other hidden places where I stashed up my coins?
Your purse.
So you're telling me the purse is empty?
Yes, sure. I don't know how much
Okay.
you had in your purse. No.
2 crowns.
I've already deducted.
Oh, you already... Okay. I have it stashed all over in hidden pockets when I was first shot.
It seems that between going unconscious and waking up here, your purse has gotten lighter.
I'm also putting that 2 crowns in my tally of expenses.
It's not entirely
What
clear
is it
what
you-
happened to them.
What are you writing, friend? You write so
I'm-
much in this book.
I'm keeping a record of the ship's accounts so that we know how much is due to the crew and how much profit we make. Obviously,
Interesting.
incidents like this are an expense that needs to be borne by the crew, by trade. Otherwise, it would not be possible to turn a profit.
Well, the bad news is, as you may remember, that we lost quite a bit of our cargo.
Yes, and I'll be jotting how much is lost once we can tally that.
I see.
Hopefully
I have a
we can make-
feeling that I should burn this book. I've already
If you burn this book, how will you know you're getting your fair share?
because
You'll probably be getting far less.
I am with you as we are selling the things, and I keep track of my own mercenary work. I do not get paid like you do.
Also, we need this to appear as a legitimate business.
I think you and I have different ideas of legitimate, but I'll believe you this time.
If we want to have records when we turn into a town in the Reich, we need records such as this. Otherwise, we'll be doing backdoor
As the
dealings.
pair of you begin to squabble, you hear the distant sound of a man screaming somewhere in one of the operating chambers.
Oh, I think we should probably get back to the wagon. I only paid this man to look after it for a short while.
Agreed, yes. You're not going to have to say anything further.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna start heading back towards where we stashed this cart.
And
Well, I
as you
stashed
come
this-
outside, you see that it has started to rain. Quite heavily.
Oh, of course.
And then it occurs to you, the pelts. The wool.
Ugh, I want to start running. No, I can't
I'm
start
going to
running.
run after him.
You
I'm
start
gonna
running,
start
and
running.
immediately your hip is like, no, son! No, you're not!
I'm going to start running, and remember, I don't know where he parked the car.
The car! He parked the car!
Where'd you put...
Where'd you park the fucking car, dude?
It is down the street. It is at a butcher's, but there are many of them. Come on, we will go.
Yes.
Quick, push this cart that I rented.
Liam,
I'm
there
gonna
is a
jump in the
tarp
cart.
on the cart, though. How full was it? Did we have to take the tarp off it? Or...
So there was tarp, but it will have been ripped by the fact that the cart suffered damage and some of the cargo fell out. You personally have no idea what kind of condition the stuff is going to be in. Romolo
I'll be
knows
honest.
that the tarp was ripped, but how would you have known it was going to start raining?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, it wasn't my key concern. My key concern was getting myself and him to somewhere healing, so... Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get in the cart and say, "Push me. We'll go quickly back to this place."
Fine.
You
Anything to get us to the cargo quicker.
The pair of you run outside, he jumps into this cart, and he leans back, he's like, push me!
I pushed you here. I pushed you here in a lot of pain. Yeah.
Is pushing with all his might to get to the cargo.
I pushed you here with my injured leg. You can push me back.
Alright, so around this time, Antarius, Ruiz, and Erwin have all started to congregate back at the Bogan Harbour as you're all starting to regroup.
It is
I believe Burnt is also there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Cunt was looking after the ship, and so I guess hail them as they approach.
It's starting to get quite late in the day, and it's also started raining quite recently.
What was the name of the squire that's with me again?
Althus.
Like,
oh yeah, Althus. Okay, so you came out of the embassy, and it seemed like all of the state troopers had, for some reason, fallen asleep on duty.
Oh, okay.
And as they were all taking a nap, you and Althus passed by. Althus is like this really obnoxiously enthusiastic.
He's Scrappy Doo, man.
He's Scrappy Doo. He's obnoxious, he's enthusiastic, and he reminds you a bit of Lorne. He's kind of obsessed with proving his armor and worth.
It's in there.
What a
It's the
description.
champion.
Is that another elf?
It's another elf. This is a very...
Assyrian's blessings, friend! My name is Althus!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've come here in the company of the noble Antarius of House Simtavir. I'm here to help.
Althus, shut up.
Is he your nephew, or...?
He's a very long...
We're related! I'm his second cousin!
Once removed from his mother's side.
What's removed. It's a long story.
My father
yes.
founded a cadet house after we demonstrated our worth at the Battle of Nagorod.
Yes, Althus, we know about your father and cadet house.
Okay, let me rephrase. It is Scrappy Doo / Draco Malfoy.
Why have you brought this?
I'm joining you on your adventure.
Althus is here because I need an extra hand. Ha ha. Very funny.
Althus doesn't get the joke. He doesn't laugh.
Yourself, Althus.
What?
Tell us more about yourself.
Well, I'd love to, but Antarius told me to shut up.
Oh no, I wouldn't listen to him.
It does what he's told, so that's good.
I'll never demonstrate my worth as a knight of the Phoenix Court if I can't listen to my superiors.
Exactly, and you'll listen to me because I'm now your captain.
No, I'm following Antarius. I don't follow you, human.
Oh! Is he standing on the ship? Is he in the ship of these two?
He's stood on the deck of the ship with Antarius.
Okay, listen here, son. I don't care if you're like 100 or more years older than me. On this ship, I am your captain. My word is law. I'd go to strike him, like punch
Althus,
him.
You're gonna slap him.
I'm gonna punch him in the gut.
How old is this elf?
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Okay. Kern, can you make an average intimidate test, please?
It's average because you pinched it.
It's average because you punched him.
With the grace of a ballerina dancer, Althus nimbly dodges away from Kern's attempted gut punch, leaving him staggering on the deck as he moves backward and adopts this fencing stance, his blade already drawn. Good sir, do not challenge me so!
That's not love.
Down.
Why does your companion seek to assault me?
Do you not recall upon the ship on the way here from Othawan that you always listen to what your captain was saying?
2 seconds.
Can't, my friend. Maybe you would like my assistance here?
We are we are a shit people. Remember, we are
We are a
literally-
shit people.
No, we are a shit.
Diplomatic ability.
So
We
has
are
a
a shit people. We
Too.
ride ships. We deal with ships. How do you not recall being on a fucking boat on the way here, Alphys? Did you do this with your captain on the way here? Did you try to kill him on the way here?
Alphys turns red with embarrassment and slowly starts sheathing his sword. No.
He is your captain. We will remember that. Even though he is a human, the word of the captain is still honored upon our people.
Alphys looks
Right.
at Antarius for a moment, and then he goes over to Kern and he drops himself to one knee and lowers his head. Forgive me, noble captain. I beg your forgiveness for my misdemeanor.
I prod my toe out a little bit closer under him, expectantly.
He leans down and kisses your boot.
I
Oh
ruffle
my
his
God.
hair. There we go, lad. Just remember next time. You'll be tasting
Alphys will
things out
be.
your throat.
Yes, noble captain.
Alphys won't be of too much trouble.
I'm sure
I
he
will make
won't.
sure.
Alright. I'll.
I would like to know more about Arthas, but first I must speak to your cats privately.
Yeah, shit. Break out for 2 seconds. I need to run outside.
Okay, we'll take a water break.
Double break. Yep.
Alright.
Let's go downstairs, Salvador. BRB.
Ruiz, are you there?
I am, yes.
I cannot wait to see you have a practice duel with this idiot.
He might be really good, you never know.
Well, it might be really good, but also I hope you're better. Is the point? You
I quite like-
you could gain an acolyte.
With him, he'll just bring him under my wing.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like you because obviously I'm assuming. Well, I know the elves in Warhammer from what I've seen so far are dicks, but I'm a dwarf, so I'm guessing that's why. But yeah,
No, they're
like
dicks to everyone. They're just exceptionally dicks to dwarves.
oh, okay then. Well, I was gonna say that you could train him as your little acolyte, where it's like yes, moral code is dubious, but yeah, as long as you treat the children well, that's the key thing.
I'm thinking this elf must be even younger than Antarius to have such a.
I did like your painful what when I gave you that money.
Oh yeah, so my game just told me on Warhammer 2, it was like, you are too good at this game, would you like to increase difficulty? And I was like, yeah.
Ah!
Because I was playing on normal because the first time I played it, and it was like,
Fair.
now I'm on hard, and immediately, so I was doing really, really well. I had like 5 decent armies going, and they were just kind of expanding my borders. As soon as it turned hard and the turn ticked over, I now owe 28,000 a turn.
Oh yeah, because it makes your population less happy. Increases
Right,
the
to,
upkeep of your cities and.
Yeah, so I went from having like, I think I was making around 50k a turn, and I'd like built up trinkets and all that kind of thing. So all my population were immediately like, no, I had to build fucking mead factories for the dwarves to make them happy again, and lost like some income for that, and then also got slapped with the fact that I'm guessing it made the upkeep more expensive.
What's this, sorry?
He's talking
Warhammer
about
2.
what happened when he changed the difficult.
Oh, yeah, the difficulty will change a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
You get kind of an ambient unrest.
yeah. So that's the thing is like basically, I at this point in the game, I'm now controlled from like Norska down to Talia, and every time someone goes to Australia, by the way, I burn their city and ruin it. So Australia is just an abandoned continent right now.
You might want to watch out for Skaven then, because they can colonize a city and not let you know.
I am well fucking aware because I have killed so many goddamn Skaven. There's only one clan left of them.
That you
Yeah,
know of.
That I know of, yeah. But yeah, basically, I controlled so much, and I had 5 really good armies that were just smashing everything because I'm just using because I'm the Slayer King, I'm literally just using fucking Slayers and artillery.
Oh yeah, the Ungrim Iron Fist. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, exactly.
really
So I'm using him.
No, Grimbardell's the best.
Oh
Well,
no,
I've now
fucking dwarf fight.
I know, but because I've just confederated. I've got Thorgrim in my people
Thorgrim's
now.
really good. He's really good in
Yeah.
SFO. If you play with that mod that I suggested to you, like,
What is that
he's fucking
mod?
amazing.
Yeah.
Steel
I've
Faith.
seen it.
Steel Faith overhaul.
It's a really good mod. It adds so many more units and adds so much more to the
It
campaign.
just makes the game a lot better. Just
Yeah.
Well,
it's a lot better.
I've now got I've got Belagar Iron Fist, Thorgrim, and Ungrim all in my fucking people because I've just confederated people.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
Confederate
Grimbardell the
mechanic
White
is
Dwarf's the
handy.
best one. 'cause you
Love
start
me
off
Total
with
War,
fire,
but
right?
let's carry on. Let's get going. All
Yeah,
right.
Let's
sorry.
keep going.
All right.
At least it was on theme this time.
Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Right. So yeah, we got Ruiz and Kern. Who I think Ruiz wanted to talk to Kern about something.
Yes, this is true, voice in my head.
We step into my quarters and I'll just move like a draped linen cloth to the corner of the sleeping.
It is quite a room you have.
We also take a seat. What do you want to discuss?
Okay, well, it's matters of delicacy, okay? I spoke to the prince. He spoke to me lucidly after some time.
He spoke to you.
Indeed, he came out of his madness to tell me something.
Did you make sense of any of these words he said?
Oh, yes. He has said that the city is going to turn into flames and everything is going to fall.
Do you want to be reminded of what he said?
I remember what he said. Out of character.
I think I remember, yeah. If I do anything dumb, you can DM me.
He said to be set aflame.
I'll just drop you a little reminder.
Go on.
He also said that the crown will be sundered. But most importantly, he said it will be one member of this crew who does it.
Did he say who?
No, my suspicion is the wizard, naturally.
Perhaps. I never knew the true nature of these wizards.
From what I could, the impression I got is that something terrible is going to happen to the city, and some member of this crew will be a major part of it.
Fucking cunt starts kind of hyperventilating a little bit.
Are you okay? Would you like some wine?
No, it's okay. It's just I've had a similar dream. No, not a dream. It's just a bit all too close to my experience. It's my reluctance to be in this city, really. But we don't fully understand what's happened yet, so we can't be too sure. Prophecy is never true anyway. It's always confused. Concerned anyway. What did you do with him again? Where did he go?
He has gone to the Grey Wizards to be spirited back to Paris.
Right. And he's there at the university.
Indeed, yes.
Good. Right. Did he say nothing else?
No, not at all.
Just
Only
something
that the
around.
city will burn in flames and the crown will be sundered. Now, I want to clear to you that,
Maybe we should talk to Erwin.
Well, my loyalty is always with the people. And I will do what is necessary to preserve the city, naturally.
Naturally, yeah, like we did in Bogenhafen. I'll be sure to speak. Be sure to speak to Erwin. See if he maybe.
Am I back yet? Am I here?
wriggle some answers from.
You have arrived on the Bogenharper, yes. Currently you are up on deck with Antarius and his new squire, Alphys.
Alphys is tell us a story about how he tripped one time and he had to sit there and clean up his boots. And it's really fun and engaging.
Oh god.
And so you see, during the Battle of Nagaryth, when I fell over, it was necessary for me to clean my shoes, because obviously you can't present yourself to the enemy if you don't look like you're in good condition. But as I was doing
And Tari's just staring like he just.
This has been going on for about 20 minutes. Suddenly, while this conversation is happening below, and Alphys is boring Erwin and Antarius to tears, Renee suddenly stands up from her place at the helm, and she says, "Why are those soldiers coming towards us?"
But.
And indeed, it looks like there is a group of about 20 soldiers, led by a captain, who are making their way directly towards the Bogenharper's jetty.
I hate this city.
Fuck.
Someone might want to go and get Kernt.
Yeah. I'm running below deck.
Oh, Antarius! What?
It's not Antarius, it's the wizard.
Oh shit!
The wizard.
Guten, whatever time. Hello. There's soldiers coming. About 20 of them.
Shit. What happened?
Nothing. The package has been delivered.
Yeah?
Yeah, to a safe place.
Without a hitch?
What's that?
Without a hitch?
Without a hitch. Not a single problem. It's like he was never even there.
Fuck. Right. Kurt would stand up, neaten himself out and step up toward the deck.
Alphys looks at Antarius and he says, Mr. Simtavir, I do believe we might be in trouble, because as I understand there is indeed a current decree which would prevent us from leaving Reichland, and so if we were seen on a vessel it would be most suspicious.
We are...
There's a bounty on Antarius also.
What?
Important information to pass along.
We're not gonna be up here. Come on down. We're gonna head downstairs and just wait. If they ask about us, we are just handling some business. That's it. We do not give them our names. We give them nothing at all. Nothing, Alphys. Do you understand me?
Give me a wine
I will give them nothing, Antarius.
Selling wine to the
Is there a wine bottle down here? Give me a wine bottle. Is there a wine bottle down here? I grab one. If there is.
In fact, no, there isn't, because everyone packed all the wine onto the car to take with.
I thought you said we had about half.
You said we had half, yeah.
No, you took all the wine. You had half the wool.
I'll be selling wool then. That's it. Or I'll be buying wool. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
There's still wool here. Yeah.
Okay,
You
fine.
find about 20, 30 units of wool down there, depending on how hard you look.
Which I think
I
is
am
about a
buying
tenth of the
wool.
capacity of the ship.
Right, cunt.
If you want to make a perception test, you might find the extra 10 units that I've hidden around.
Cunt, while they fap around down below deck, Cunt's gonna. Who's with him? Marie's.
I'll come with.
Is it Erwin? Right, yeah. I'll go and meet them at the.
Yeah, and Renee is still on the deck anyway.
I'll kind of hide just below deck, like so I can peek out and listen.
Okay, as Kent comes out onto the deck, you see that there is a regiment of Reichland state troops who have all stationed themselves at the end of the jetty. They're all kind of talking to each other and muttering. It doesn't look like they're not like battle ready or anything. They've just like turned up, but they do have their gear with them. And the captain is on a destrier. He's well dressed. He's got a pistol at his hip and an officer's sword at the other hip. He makes his way onto the jetty on top of his horse and unfurls a piece of paper. Good day! Is this the Bogenharper?
Indeed it is. I'm the captain of this here vessel.
We have received information from a highly reliable source that you are in possession of illegal contraband, sir.
Illegal contraband? What? That dare I say?
I beg your pardon?
Illegal contraband, you say?
That is correct, yes.
Could you be more specific on what exactly? We only have wine and wool.
I am not at liberty to disclose to you the nature of the illegal contraband in which you are allegedly of possession.
Right, so what action is to be taken from here now?
We are to ground your vessel and to search it thoroughly for all illegal contraband.
By whom does this come from?
By order of the Deputy Marshal of the City of Altdorf.
Deputy Marshal, right. The Deputy Marshal does also know that there's a dead man at his gate at the canal.
Wait, what?
Yes, you see, on our entrance into the city here, the canal gate was closed and the gatekeeper himself was dead. I was expecting a guardsman to return with the report.
Make a challenging charm test. Do you want to use a fortune point?
I'm using the fortune point. Is it reroll or add a
right click and it's reroll. Ooh.
Hey.
I'm Cobb.
The officer, looks slightly disturbed by this and seems to lose a bit of his composure. I see. So, how long ago did this happen?
Most likely 2 hours now. That's why I've been waiting here at my vessel.
And were you witness to the killing of this gatesman?
No. We arrived and he was already dead. The door was locked, and it seemed one of the I can't remember what was the name of the ship. The crew.
The Emperor Luitpold.
The Emperor Luitpold was drifting towards it. They were unaware of the situation. Luckily, we were there. We prevented this disaster.
You mean the Titan class cruise ship? Yes.
Yes.
I see. He looks very rattled for a moment. Looks back at his soldiers, who are now also kind of muttering among themselves. I cannot. I cannot return to the Deputy Marshal without having fulfilled my duties. So, with that bearing in mind, obviously there is something very important that I need to investigate. As he starts quickly rolling up the parchment. You see his hands; they look like he's sweating a bit. And he starts rolling up the parchment. In that regard, it will be necessary for me to just perform a cursory examination of the vessel.
I don't believe him. Cunt will just hold his hand to just request a moment. He turned to Erwin and Louise. Can you? Which one of you can read?
I'm literate. What do you have here? Show me.
Can you? He turns around and says, good sir, may I request to see that document?
There is a long pause, and he looks between you and the soldiers, and he says, I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to provide you with the warrant.
Well, how would I know that this is a legitimate claim and not a conspiracy to rob me?
There is no such conspiracy, sir. You would be accusing us of, that would be highly irregular. If you continue to cause a problem, sir, I'm going to charge you with obstruction of justice.
Not only am I captain of the ship, I'm also captain of this ship.
Captain of this shit.
Captain of this shit. Captain of this shit, motherfucker.
Not only am I the captain of the ship, but I'm also a servant of the government itself. I'm a collector of the people's money. I'm a tax collector, you see. I carry sensitive investments from the lands to go to the nobles. That's a secondary reason why I'm here, to visit the bank soon. I cannot let you on this vessel without proper authority. So I need to see that document.
As you are talking to him, he grits his teeth and he starts scratching behind his ear.
Why?
He continues to do it a little bit more as you keep talking.
Sorry, he's doing what? I had to look away.
The signal.
He's
doing a bit.
he's scratching his index finger behind his ear.
Cunt scratches his nose and rubs the back of his head, then turns around to Erwin and whispers quickly, "There has to go."
I see, yes. What do we do?
You'll get them inside.
Sir, it is of great importance that we inspect the vessel.
Yes, I'm just sending my man down to pull the stocks out for inspection. You may come aboard. I would then usher to reason Erwin to go below decks and warn the others to get ready for a fight.
Oh yes, Herr such and such. I will walk all right down. Take care of that for you. Sauntering downstairs.
He scowls at you. As you
Bastards are here! Quickly! Normal, they're coming down.
Oh.
In fact, the rest of the crew isn't even here. They're all off getting pissed. So it's only you guys who are left on board, apart from Grenade.
Yeah.
Antarius, you need to hide. All elves must hide.
Good sir,
hide.
is there to be a battle? I am ready to fight in the name of Antarius Simtavir.
Oh my god, Alphys. They have like 20 people.
Please tell me he's shouting that at the top.
20 men are not equal to one elf.
Shut the fuck up, please. Shut the fuck up. Please, I am begging you, my friend. If you just shut the fuck up now, I will never ask you again for another thing in all our years, mine and yours.
Come on, Alphys. Let's just hide for now.
Antarius opens and Alphys opens and closes his mouth a few times like a fish, and then he just.
And if you don't talk, I will haunt you. I am a wizard. I will return from the grave as a shade. Every time you speak, I will say, shut the fuck up. Do you understand?
He opens his mouth to reply to you, then thinks better of it, and just goes.
Please understand. Good.
What's a good hiding place for us?
I'm trying to think now.
Is there like some boxes or anything?
I mean,
you have a grey wizard on board.
Get in the room, and
oh
stay
yeah,
behind me.
Fucking hide me, you jackass.
Yes, I'm going to. Get in the room. Get behind the sheet. I'm gonna usher into the room where we kept the Mad Prince for a little bit.
Do bear in mind, though, there is every chance you'll be teleported.
You'll be teleported to the Emperor Louisbourg.
If we are teleported to the Emperor, we will handle that. Listen, just get behind the wall. Get behind the sheet. Get behind the sheet.
I swear to Tyria, if you teleport me, I will bring hellfire upon you. Erwin.
If you can catch me, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, if it was possible, as the men were preparing to get on the deck, Cunt would actually be able to just pop in under to.
Yeah, sure, you can go down to them. That's fine.
I Cunt rush down quickly, close the door behind him, and be like, "Look, men, we're gonna sink the ship with them inside. We're gonna take.
Why are we doing something?
Why do you really want to sink the ship?
There's no way out of this. They're gonna find nothing in here, and they're gonna kill us. So
What
as
do you
they're down
think
here
this
inspecting
is?
the ship.
Why they are not gods?
No, shit. I didn't tell you. This is the cult after me. After the Herlinberg.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a cult?
This is it. Yes.
Well, should we not just fight for the ship?
We
Cut
could.
through the door for them watching them come in quickly. Right. I was thinking we let water. That repair Oswald done. We can tear that back off. It's nothing permanent, and we sink this ship while they're below, and we take the big one for ourselves.
This seems like a terrible idea.
I'm not really thinking straight, and we're quite panicked, but
Okay,
quickly,
would
come
you
on.
like me to slap you? Well, I suggest you bring their leader down here. Just a couple of friends. We can overpower them, hold the leader hostage, and then negotiate, yes?
You can hear the thumping of boots on the gangplank.
Do I have time to make this door a wall?
Yep.
Okay. Any channeling?
Yeah, you can have 4 rounds of channeling.
Right, I'll go stall them as long as I can.
Would you like me to come too?
If you want, you can speak a. Yeah, probably. Yeah, come on.
Okay, let us go.
It's a channeling, it's no mistcast.
Oh.
Thank God for etheric attunement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we established that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Excellent,
actually,
okay.
you've got a really powerful illusion there. Actually, so it's kind of your oyster in terms of what you want to do.
Duration 50 minutes.
Just have like a massive maze that they keep following around, going like, "How big is this ship?" And then they fall down.
You could basically make the inside of the ship look like whatever you want.
Okay.
Big world it is.
You know what? Let's do something spooky. So the inside of the ship, the inside of the ship, right, is now quite a wide chamber.
Okay. So it's a TARDIS?
No, it's like it's like the inner cabin of a sloop, of a vessel, right? But instead of a hallway, it's like a straight walkway lined with candles.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yep.
At the end of the walkway, it's a very similar ritual circle to the one from Bogenhaven.
Okay.
Let's just see how they react to that.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, is it just them that are seeing it, or is everyone that goes into that room seeing that?
So
It'll be everybody.
Erwin
wouldn't it?
can choose who can see through the illusion.
Me and the elves can see through, and I suppose the rest of the party can see through.
So yourself, Kern, Ruiz, Antarius, and Althus.
Right. And also, the room that the elves and I are in is a wall.
Okay.
Like it's just impermeable, nothing. They can't see it.
So like Kern's gonna take them downstairs, and he's gonna be talking to them about like his cargo, and they'll be seeing some fucking.
Oh, you know what? Probably for the first like 60 seconds, Kern can see it. The people holding them down can see it for about 60 seconds.
Right.
And Kurt can see a winking Erwin, like way in the middle distance, that vanishes after he takes a wink.
Okay, so the officer and 2 guardsmen from the regiment have come on board. They've taken a brief look around the deck, and now they've made their way over towards the door that leads below deck.
Just if you excuse the mess here, kind sirs. Open the door. I'd look inside and pause, double check for a second, and just nod to myself. Let's go back. Yep, come on.
Well, sir, we need to inspect the interior of the vessel.
Right. Oh, yes. I'll open the door again. just mind the mess.
They look at you dubiously for a moment, and then the officer steps inside first, and then he immediately stops, turns around and says, Guards, yes, the pair of you will be returning to the regiment. I will conduct this inspection on my own. That'll be fine. Yep, thank you. Go on, go now. Sir, are you sure you... Yep, go! The two guards look at each other very confused, and turn around and start going back towards their little unit. The officer wheels back around, and he glares at Kern. He's, are you fucking insane?
No one comes below. Don't...
How is this supposed to contribute to what's happening in Midland? What are we going? We going to rip out the fucking decking?
Okay.
Just go in, and I'll show you. Come on, follow me. It's precaution. It's protection. Come on.
He scowls and heads inside.
It says I can make the illusion move by passing a channeling test.
Yeah.
Like a hard one.
Okay.
So if he's being like recalcitrant, I'll have like spooky shadow like beckon him in.
So he's come inside now. And he stood on the quote unquote carpet.
If he's in, we're fine then.
He looks around himself for a long moment. I trust you understand the predicament that you have put yourself in. I have been trying to talk to the Archmagus on your behalf, Mr. Lieberung, but he is losing his patience with you.
Like the past, how long has it been? Month, 2 months? It's not been easy. I've been misplaced, and I've had to pick up my trail from hiring a bunch of mercenaries and procuring this ship. Lucky enough, just to be back in this city is a miracle. And your men haven't been rightfully hit.
Mr. Lieberung, where is the money?
Antarius.
Yeah?
At an opportune moment, we're going to take this man alive.
Okay. What about the 20 guards outside?
Dismiss them, didn't you hear?
They all left?
He dismissed them all.
He sent them back to the unit on the jetty. He had two
Yeah.
guards with him.
So
Yeah,
is-
they're still here. It's just...
They're all
So
outside on the jetty. But he's on his
Yeah.
own, inside the ship.
Yeah.
So the room we're in is just like a big empty room with a ritual.
Can you teleport with him?
Not easily. That was more of a fluke, but I do have an idea.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Lieberung, where is the money?
DM, I need a ruling on a spell. I gotta send it to you.
Okay.
Look, I don't have the full amount, right? But I have favors which could bring up probably 30% remaining. Whatever that would be.
If I could interject quickly.
Wait, who are you talking to?
Voice.
Who's Ruiz talking to?
Well, I followed Kern, right?
Yeah, he.
Oh, right, are you with Kent? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Hang on, let me just check something.
Right. I can make his memory of it go away.
Why over here? Is the room just a big empty room with a ritual circle in the middle?
It's
essentially, it's
like
like
a carpet with candles on the side, and it leads up to a ritual circle. It's spooky.
Yeah, like the conceit of the hallway is lined by candles. So like if they were to try and break that candle line, they would just hit the wall that would normally be there.
Right.
Don't we need this man to remember things so we can get more information out of him?
He can remember things and then forget when we're done about us. See what I mean?
Okay. But how long will we have before his men get suspicious and come to check him out?
Minutes, I suppose. We'll have to be quick, yeah?
I would much prefer if you could just teleport him out of here, and then we can...
It's simply not an
my
option.
influence with the Archmagus is essentially at an end. There isn't much more I can do to delay the inevitable if you fail to produce what is rightfully the cult's, not your own, as you will recall.
Yes, now, just to interject, my name is Juan Luis Miguel Juan de la Campos Santos. You are a cult. I do not think you have any position to institute threats.
Who are you supposed to be? Who is this man?
These are my Talian and these are my Talian contacts. They're
Estelian, I will not forgive you for that.
They're of the Acostas. This is the contacts that I was saying that.
You're associated with the Nacostas!
Indeed, and so we wish to
Things are
renegotiate.
growing tense.
Castor, you know about Alberic!
Do you not know what's happening right now? Did you not hear what happened in Bogenhofen?
You are insane! I'm sorry, I need to tell the Archmagus about that. You've been working with the Nacostas?
I can't let you do that.
Tell your man to grab him now.
Alphys, grab him.
As you wish, Sir Simtavir!
I gotta help with this.
As suddenly an elf comes barreling out of the illusion, screaming this war cry.
For my king!
As both he and I assume Ruiz are going to try and tackle.
Yes, yeah.
So you, Ruiz, can make a let's have a unarmed test from you. It'll be challenging. You have a bonus of 30, both from Surprise and Alphys' assistance.
How do you make an unarmed?
So if you select yourself, I can just do it for you if you want.
Oh yeah, go on then.
Okay. That is a pretty good success. Between yourself and Alphys, you tackle the man to the ground and pin him to the floor. And he lets out a squawk like a chicken as he
Gonna draw my dagger and place it on his neck. I believe it's time to renegotiate the debt, yes.
Castor? What is going on?
I am Count Schneifer. I am not here, Lieberung Castor.
What?
Here Lindberg's dead.
What?
Yeah, he died quite a long time ago.
What are you talking about?
Cunt would put a hand for the illusion to pull his stool to sit down.
There's a stool suddenly manifests in the middle of the air. What is Erwin doing then?
I am...
Erwin, can you bring a great mist to the docks?
I could. Can I maintain 2 illusions at once, or how does that work?
I would say drop this illusion now and then start bringing upon a great mist, so the guards outside cannot see what's going on. Okay?
I was thinking to manipulate this illusion and just make it an impermeable wall. Might be easier.
Yeah, but imagine, like I said, so like the guards are still outside. If we take too long with this guy, they'll start coming over this way, right? But if you
That's
make
true.
it this, and like they can't really see what's going on outside of the ship, and like what's going on out there, they might get lost and won't be able to find the ship. So if you can bring like a great mist, It just
Yeah,
kinda
yeah, we
surround
can
the
do that.
area.
So
We can do
just,
that, yeah.
just very quickly, because I haven't moved to them for a while, I just want to go back to Romolo and Siegfried for a second here.
Oh, hello.
And you guys are, what are you doing now? Are you trying to sell your wares, I think?
Yeah, I assume we just pick.
We're trying to
you
reclaim
list
them
this
and then
food.
move on to sell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able to get back to the butcher's without too much incident. Your cart is still there. It's been looked after. You paid well enough to have it looked
Aha.
after.
Success.
And yep, you're able to take it to the Königsplatz. And you're able
Alright,
to...
and
You're in the middle of
out of-
Altdorf. You can definitely find a buyer for anywheres.
Yeah. Out of the wine, how much of it broke?
You
Out of
lost, I'm going to say, 10% of your goods.
Okay, so that's 17 bottles of wine gone.
Oof.
And then we had 40 wool, so 4 wool. That's not too bad.
Yeah, so you
That's
had
what I
on the
thought.
cart, you had all the wine and half of the wool. So you had 60 bottles of wine
17,
and
that's
20
12
units of wood.
wine.
Of wool.
Sorry, 60. Yes, of course. You said how much? You said we had all the wine on the cart, didn't you?
Yeah,
And half the wool.
and half the wool. So you
Yeah.
had 60 units of wine and 20 units of wool.
120 units of wine, 40 units of wool.
Where are you seeing 120? I'm looking at the Bogan Harper at the moment.
I've taken.
Oh, did you take it off?
That's, yeah,
Oh, you took it off.
which is
okay.
why I thought it was.
Oh,
60
I
we
was
had.
looking at that cargo thinking it was still the full cargo that you had.
No, I've halved that card.
Right, okay, well, if you've already done it, then yeah, whatever you've got on the cart is correct then.
Okay, so what have we got on the cart? So 6 wine
60 and 40, yeah.
will have been lost. Alright.
Okay, yeah.
Yep,
so we're
so-
just we're gonna head to a shopkeeper, I guess, or a merchant rather.
Yep, so that's fine. You can make a haggle test.
So we both have deal maker here. So if like, so
Well,
surely
basically, I'm
logical
just going to
thing-
let whoever has the better haggle skill, you can make the test, and the other's going to give you plus 20 in assistance.
So my haggle skill is 65.
Yeah, I'm 50, so you're better.
Yeah, so you can handle it, and obviously the deal maker bonus will apply. You both have
Also,
it.
do I have any contacts here that we could use to get an even better deal for this?
No, not really applicable at the moment.
Okay. So average roll effectively because of the plus 20.
Okay, extremely good roll. Yep.
I'm really glad that you gave me that plus 20, Romolo.
Yeah.
All right.
So okay, so Liam, I've been reading up on this because I wanted to pull this off. Right. So it says if you pull off a haggle, we get plus 10% on the value. If it's an astounding success, which is plus 6 or more, we can get plus 20%, and then deal maker is a plus 30.
30%. Yeah. Okay, so you've got a plus 30% on the value of the goods that you're selling.
Brilliant. What's the value of the goods in Altdorf?
So in Altdorf, I believe. Let me just check my notes here. I did write it down on.
That's definitely made up. Well,
So the wine was 0.2 crowns to the unit. So that would be 4 shillings per bottle of wine. And the value of the wool was the same actually. So it's 4 shillings.
4
to a
shillings
unit.
per unit.
4 shillings per unit.
Cool.
So if you multiply that by 30%, so 4 times 1.3 economics 5.2.
5.2 per unit.
5.2 shillings. So we'll round that down. I think we'll just call it 5 shillings.
that's fine.
Yeah. So you get 5 shillings to the unit.
All that struggling.
So that's a quarter of a crown per unit you're selling.
That's not bad, boys. I think we've just fucking won out.
Yeah, I think we've done really well there.
Because that's like, I think 92 times 5. If someone wants to do his maths.
I'm just opening up my calculator, but I'm typing in the wrong.
I know you mentioned.
Well over 450 anyway.
It's
So you get
460.
0.25 crowns. 0.25 crowns per unit. So you get, if you've got 92 units on board, is that what you said? on the cart?
Yeah.
23 gold crowns we've got.
Woo!
Yeah, 23 gold crowns you made. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that takes us out of the loss.
Yeah, and you've still got more cargo to sell.
Yep.
Yeah. Can we make a
Very
deal
well.
on that now for the same thing? And just say we'll bring it to them tomorrow morning or
No,
something?
because we've got to get the cargo past the 20 guards that are there at the moment.
Yeah, but we can still... We don't know that.
Well,
The
you
point is,
can
we
make a deal in principle, I suppose.
Yeah.
They're
Alright,
willing
that's
to.
right, you're
You're
interested.
dealing with like a very influential merchant house, and they're wanting to ship the goods off to Marienburg. They've got a really good buyer there. It's all kind of turned out perfectly for you. Like this chain is really ideal, and there's a really good opportunity here. And they're like, "Yep, we'll take the rest of your cargo. If you just want to sign a contract in principle, make sure that you deliver it tomorrow morning. They'll give you the same price."
Nice.
That? Very nice.
I'm just glad that the two of you are getting along.
Well, I just there's nothing that binds a man more than fighting by someone's side and then getting healed together. So.
And then making a
'cause
shitload of money.
effectively, I saved your life, and then you made sure I didn't die afterwards.
Yeah.
So
I can
that happened
respect
a little bit
that
in the
much.
past. So you guys have been on your way back for a while, and you're just arriving in the docks to see this large group of soldiers who are milling about outside the Bogan Harbour.
Okay. So we're coming back now. That cart was fucked, right? Are we taking that with us, or what's the plan here? Like, would we be able to bring it back now it's unloaded?
Now that it's unloaded, you can kind of get it back because you've put the wheel back on, and without the load, it's able to get back. But obviously, it's not in good nick. You'll need to repair it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna Siegfried. We should not quite approach. I think perhaps pull the cart over. We should take up some positions on the roofs.
This does not seem like to be something we want to get involved in, because I think there's too many for us to even try bribing through, and with our condition, it would end badly.
Indeed. Perhaps if you just kind of hide in the cart and prepare your bow just in case, I will climb this roof and take position from there. Just in case something goes wrong, which I suspect it will.
I think with your leg, it might be best if you stay down here and I'll climb.
You make a good point. Okay, I will stay on the cart then.
Okay,
And I'm going to follow Ruiz's advice.
You guys go and get yourselves set up. Meanwhile, back on the Bogan Harbour, Alphys and Ruiz have this man pinned down with a knife to his throat.
Alright.
We need the identity of this Archmagus. That would be the number one priority to figure out here. This man's
Okay,
very consequential.
let me explain to them, my friend. You're going to tell us the name now, okay?
You are not part of the Hand.
Going to,
I have been deceived. You have deceived me.
I want to stab my dagger through his head.
I would swiftly. Oh, that's his hand. It's fine.
So you stab him in the hand. Okay.
Yeah, pinning him to the deck.
He screams in pain.
Worthwhile, gentlemen. I can erase minds, not marks.
Now, so Hillingburg is dead. I killed him. Though he was always the imposter. You see, his destined line wasn't for him, it was for me. So I killed him, and I usurped his line, his destined path.
You have killed Castor Libera. You murdered him.
You seem glad about this.
Oh, truly, the times of change are upon us. Oh, the great Lord, the Lord of change, he lays upon us his great scheme. And change has come. Do what you will. It matters not. The Empire will burn.
Not without me. Now make sure that doesn't happen.
I will give you nothing. For certain you are in service to the Red Crown, are you not? Yes, you must be a minion of Atelka Hertzen. You have infiltrated us, but I will not allow it. I will not enable you.
Okay, I gotta rip the dagger out.
There it is, Hertzen. Good. Good. Keep pressing him.
Okay, it's fingernails, I'm afraid, next.
No,
I do not fear death.
no, but you fear them.
All will happen according to his will.
How about we just hold you here for as long as possible and then hand you back and say that you spilled your guts? What will happen to you then? Do you fear that thing?
I will return, exalted, a martyr for the cause. The Lord of Change will not abandon me. He will exalt me. I shall become higher than any other.
You're quite far from him now.
We need him alive, for the most part.
So we can start taking fingers, is what you're saying.
He might tell us a little bit more if he to start taking fingers, for sure.
It should be hard to explain.
I don't...
Heavy breathing.
How?
Yeah.
Yeah, heavy breathing.
It's in character.
Yeah, fair enough.
How long have you been among us then? How long has the Red Crown known of our schemes?
I'm not.
Get more.
I'm not of the red.
Get more of that.
You liar, do not try to deceive me. I am a servant of the Lord of Change. You cannot deceive me.
Hertzen's a very great employee. She's doing a great job for us.
As I knew, as I suspected. It will gain you nothing. You will not win the Lord's favor. We are his chosen.
I see, so the Red Crown is another cult. How do you know we are not inquisitors?
I see what's partially
and-
going on.
Yeah.
You. Can you not look into his mind?
I'm afraid that's beyond me.
Gaze into the abyss, wizard, and it shall gaze back into you.
Could we simply take
Less concerned about the abyss, more concerned about Ernst Tiedelmann.
Could we take him where we were earlier, Erwin? With your friend
Disappearing
there?
him will bring suspicion for the men outside is the issue.
We could, but we'd have to deal with, as Antarius says, the guards.
The ship does not matter.
We can deal with the guards if we want to, and we can
Can you
easily
not-
escape this. But the issue is it brings a lot of attention to ourselves. And
Erwin, can you not put an illusion on yourself or me?
Oh, you want to be him? We could easily be him.
The Lord of Change is truly upon us. Now change once more into his form. I mockingly say that to this captive.
You will not triumph. It is already predetermined. He has chosen what shall come.
oh, wait, he can change into anyone, right?
Yeah.
Turn your breathe into fuck, mate.
Sorry.
You want to make 200 gold crowns? You want to make 200 gold crowns?
I would like to make 200 gold crowns, but first we have to settle this matter here.
No, So can you change?
We
two people
could
at the same
make-
time?
We could make 200 gold crowns, huh?
Can you change it? Can you change two people at the same time?
I'm not sure. We worth a try.
You change me into him and him into me, and then I'll turn him in for the 200 crown bounty.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Can we do that with
Get
Doppelganger?
any
Is
more
that-
answers out of him anyways. He's ecstatic with joy. It's unsettling. Really.
So, Erwin obviously would be aware of his own limitations.
Yeah, I'm not certain if we can.
Because
it would have to
the
be-
duration of Doppelganger is your intelligence bonus in minutes.
If you could get him from here
it's-
to a
oh,
hangman's noose in an hour, we could take care of it. Other than that, no.
We might be
As-
able to. Think of it this way: if I turn into him and I announce I have acquired the traitor Antari Simtavir, we can easily dispatch of him, bring the king's justice upon him, or the emperor's justice upon him, and then be on our way. And then this captain disappears.
They'll want a mark of a kill, and the head would change back.
Would it?
How much do you like your ears?
I like my ears a lot, Erwin.
How much does he like his ears?
Probably not so much. Or are you talking about Altus?
Your cousin,
Wait,
yeah.
what? I'm not going to give up my
No.
ears!
You
That
need
would
an
be
elf
insane.
ear, yeah?
Look, Greed's throwing you way overboard here. Let's focus on the issue at hand. We've got men outside, and we've got a wounded, ecstatic occultist here.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, though, is that we can at least drag him as me, and I
Coin
can
and
be the
wealth
captain.
shall serve no purpose in the time to come.
How
I
about
can-
this one's ears? Can I cut those off?
You mean,
I
yeah,
think
you could.
not.
Could you not disguise his ears as like another ear when we cut him off?
I've already got to wipe his mind. It will wear off, that's the thing. Any mark we make on him that will not be hidden in an hour, it's useless.
Okay. We still can turn him in for the bounty, though, as me. We can at least make the 200 gold crowns and then fuck off. Because they wouldn't know. Well, actually, no, they could still probably lead it back to us.
The right men would know, and the wrong things would happen to me. I think in any other city, mayhaps in Altdorf. I think not.
Okay.
Too many wizards lurking.
I can understand that.
As for our maniac,
We can. I would say we still bring it upon that mist, and then we erase this man's mind, and then as he didn't talk to us, and we just send him on his way.
there must be some way to get him to talk. Yeah.
This is what I mean. If we take him to your order, they will have
Erase
ways
his
to do that.
you can erase his memory.
Yeah, completely.
Can we not do that now, knowing that the death of Lindbergh is among our plan? We can get more information out of him.
Not a
What is
bad
the von-
idea.
What does the von Wittenbergs have to do with all this, anyways? I asked this to the captain.
The Von
The Wittgensteins shall rise again, for they are the greatest among us. They have been chosen to rise like a phoenix from the ashes.
the North Crown. Where is what?
Where is the North Crown?
What?
Where is the Northern Crown? It lies in front of you upon a map, fools! Truly, it is no wonder that the Red Crown consorts with those who are beasts and yet men, for your minds are feeble.
Says a man fooled by a simple conjurer's trick.
He has no comeback for that.
I'm very uneasy about letting you go. It means the city harm must be brought to justice.
One good turn can deserve another, as a bad turn can turn again. If your change of ways is so benevolent, and this is clearly part of the plan, you should cooperate a little better and trust your friends in the darkness a little more fully.
For my obstinance is equally part of his plan.
But is the wind not ever shifting, yeah?
Ah.
You have not the sight, and yet your master may desire one more talented.
I do not need to understand, I need only obey!
I should have sent a succubus, you're far less tempting. I suppose one less wizard for your scheme is a loss you'll take.
Even now, your silly friends with their cargo have already been bludgeoned to death.
If you think Romulo can get beaten up by a few fucks, then you're sorely mistaken. I don't hire trash.
Oh, the irony.
Wait till I walk in, bludgeoned, yeah.
Mr. Hollhauser has arranged everything. All is in perfect harmony.
Hollhauser, there's a name.
What was Lindbergh to you, to your men?
He was my friend. One of my closest. Together we would ascend. It was he who taught me the changes ways. And now truly he has ascended, for look at what has become. He has become something else and yet the same. For are you not him? Look upon your face in the mirror.
And this is why I say to you, friend.
It is all part of the Changer's plan. Whatever he desires of the Red Crown, you shall be subservient to our cause in the end. I shall tell you nothing more.
Ask him about the prince.
I am here Lindbergh in a way, I guess I am. Not many men have our charms and looks, but...
If you were going to kill me, you would have done it already. You are powerless.
Yes, exactly, because you're not part of the plan either. You will not ascend. You can't change.
We will all change. It is the nature of things. So tell me, what will you do now? You are still surrounded. My men are outside.
Gag 'em.
Well,
Still think
Gladly.
what's going to happen now is you're going to dismiss them and go home. Witless and
You're going to
devout.
be arrested, all of you, and then you will hang.
I think it's Minesweep time.
honestly, I still think we should try the doppelganger trick. Just
You're
I don't
such
think
a
I can do
goblin. You're such a fucking goblin. It's
It'd be
never
fucking
gonna
great.
work. It's never gonna work.
It'd be fucking great, man.
You're the ones with the powers here.
If you overcast it, can you not target more than one?
You can extend the duration, but only up to 3 times.
Yeah, it can. It wouldn't last long enough to do the execution scheme.
There's also
unfortunately.
the slight problem of wizards.
We're in the most wizarded out city in the Empire. All right, I'm gonna mind slip. Have any channel time?
Yeah, you can channel as much as you want.
Hold him still. Keep his eyes locked on mine.
I'll hold his head.
Our Owen becomes a servant of Zinch.
Yeah, Zinch looks back. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh!
Oh,
We have
Uh-oh!
a minor miscast. We have
Yeah,
a
see,
minor
you can choose more than
miscast.
one target, can't you?
Maybe, yeah.
Not that that'd really be of any help to you.
No.
It's a critical cast, but it's a minor miscast. So let's. Oh, well, that's fine.
That's the critical cast thing.
Yeah, that's the critical cast part. Oh, okay. Alright, can you make a hard cool test, please?
Sure. Then I'll roleplay a nasty reaction. Oh, come on now.
As you, do
I,
you want a fortune point?
Yeah, if I add an SL, that'll pass, right?
No, it will not.
No.
Oops, sorry. I was trying to read what.
Yeah, this is gonna fuck the whole thing. I think I need to reroll. Fuck, even worse.
You can dark deal it if you want to try again,
Meh.
or you can take the result.
Mad goat boy.
That's a hard call, actually. But it's a tough roll. It's no guarantee that Dark Deal's actually gonna get me anything. I guess I gaze into his eyes and like whisper a spell, and then I start screaming as the abyss does indeed gaze back.
As you sever the man's connection with his memories of the past, well, probably like 20-30 minutes, and in return you receive a horrifying vision of as this dark purple mist suddenly fills your vision and your eyes. You see a flash of multiple colours dancing in front of you. You see this creature, half man, half beast, surrounded by a ring of flames, clutching a pair of axes. It bellows into the full moon, shrieking as more sleep gleams down upon it, and its flesh begins to turn from brown to blue to purple. And then it looks directly at you, and it comes charging. And as it comes upon you, your vision slowly starts to come back, and you already find you're curled up on the floor, fetal, screaming in fear.
Talons! Hooves! Horns! It's like shaking.
Mages are most peculiar. So is this one stupefied now, yes?
Did it work?
Yes! Yes!
What did you see?
The beast! More sleep! Ascendant! Give me a moment.
Look back to.
The cultist on the floor looks to be in a kind of catatonic state. He's like drooling slightly, as if he's like not all there.
Prop him up. Wrap up that bandage. If he asks, say he fell and a nail went. He got caught in a nail.
Fair enough.
I'd go to Erwin and help him up. Throw a blanket over
This
his
is metal heal test, right?
Yeah, average. Yeah.
You seem quite shaken up there, Erwin.
There we go.
Divisions never get easier.
Are you healing the captain?
No, the hand I stabbed.
Yeah. So you are healing the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So you bandage him up. You get him tied up quite nice. You mostly get it all sorted out. He's in good night.
Yeah, about the critical cast. So we're gonna do the one that can't be dispelled.
Okay. All right. In which case, I'll just say that he has automatically failed his intelligence test.
Yeah.
To recover his memories.
Thank God.
And indeed, the flow of Ulgu seems to be strong now here in the Bogan Harper. As you've bandaged the captain, and he's just muttering to himself, "I need to go and do some paperwork. The vessel didn't have the contraband. How strange. Where are my men?"
Oh, they are just outside. Let me take you to them.
We
to,
need to go back to the barracks.
Oh, indeed, yes.
I
You found
have-
nothing, remember?
I need to do the paperwork.
Oh, yes. Here you go. Come on.
You drag the man to his feet, and he kind of stumbles after you.
Quick, do we have an empty bottle? We could say he drank it. That would explain some of his situation. Any empty bottle of anything.
The only
Come on.
sound is Kern's breathing.
Oh,
I look around my teammates, wondering if they too are affected.
I guess there's a bottle around. I did help myself to the wine before we sold it.
Quickly.
I grab the bottle sitting by my bedside and I'd not toss it, I'd walk up and pass it over.
Okay,
Try and rub it in
you
his-
hand him the 1 unit of wine that you'd taken for yourself. So, Siegfried, take 1 unit of wine off of the total left on the Bergen Harbour.
Does this come out of my pay or what? I'm worried now.
Well, unless someone tells me, you're gonna find out.
Okay, let us go.
Rub it on his clothes so he smells it, gets a whiff of it, you know.
Oh, yes, this is a good idea. I'll put some in his beer.
Okay, you sort that out, and you make him look suitably intoxicated, and then walk him outside. He seems a bit alarmed by the sunlight and covers his eyes slightly as he staggers out, starts stumbling over towards his horse. Oh, there's my regiment. Hello.
I sort of insinuate, tipping of a bottle.
The soldiers look at him like, what the fuck?
It is good wine, what can I say?
Bloody hell, I think that's the first time I've seen the captain drunk.
Well, make
I
sure
thought he didn't drink. Well, I guess he does now.
This is very good wine. You must get him back. He's talking about paperwork.
Yes, we need to do the paperwork. Get me on the horse. On the horse.
Come, help
He
your
starts
captain.
he starts flailing at the animal. It whinnies, agitated, and you help him up into the saddle. Okay, soldiers, we're going back to the barracks. You can all take the day off. Do what you want, whenever you want. Doesn't matter. Do what you please. I need to do some paperwork. Let's go. As he starts trotting off, wobbling from side to side on his horse, the soldiers look at each other, looking very confused, and then look back at the Bogan Harper, and then they just start following. It's above their pay grade. And Romolo and Siegfried, you can see the soldiers come marching past.
Nice.
Nice. I'm gonna climb down from the vantage point I'd gotten myself.
I like how we had snipers.
Yeah, just in case.
I mean, one of them's not really a sniper, unless you fix the crossbow that you have.
Yeah, man. No, I don't. I already have it.
Ha! Well, Antarius, it's good for them that they decided to leave, otherwise they would have had to face me.
Altus, go shine your armor or something. Go get away from me for a little bit.
As you wish, Mr. Simtavia. He bows his head to you and heads back inside.
Could have thrown him at the rat man.
Yeah, I wish I would have brought him forever ago, but whatever.
Why did you not have
Alphys is based.
Alphys is base. I can't wait for Alphys to actually get into a fight, and he's just like a fucking murderer.
He's so upbeat.
Yeah, he's
about
gonna
it.
absolutely just rip shit up.
Well,
Okay.
gun size relief watching the guard.
So we have a few new leads, I guess, that we can pursue.
By this point, Romolo and Siegfried have gotten back to the Bergen Harbour with the cart.
Wissenland. We need to go to Wissenland.
Hold a
Why?
minute. Romolo, Siegfried. Were you attacked?
We were attacked.
Were indeed.
Pretty brutal. Fortunately, thanks to Secret who fought honestly. Man
What?
today.
You might want to do that one again.
No. We were attacked on the way to sell our wares. Fortunately, Siegfried, he fought like a true man today. I'm going to give him a slap on the shoulder.
It hurts.
The cargo?
Oh, okay. We managed to sell the cargo. It was a rough ride. We lost a little bit, but we managed to make a good
for
profit.
Romolo taking us to the healers, I'm not sure we'd have survived. It was an expensive trip, however.
Right, well, a lot's happened. I'm sure you've noticed the patrol past there. Come inside. Erwin's a bit shaken up. I think he has something.
Okay. Can we just update them on what happened and say that happened? Because obviously we're running a little bit long on time.
You give them the narrative of meeting the thugs.
And can we direct the uninjured ones to start fixing the cart up so we can get on with selling the rest of the cargo ASAP?
They're still not back, I assume.
No, the sailors are all still on.
Sailors aren't, but the crew.
None of you guys have fucking carpentry skills.
Yeah, exactly. Oswald's off on his night out.
Greg, damn it, Oswald. Need a spare cart.
So, but why do we need to go to Wissenland? I'm getting a little lost there.
Oh, that's something that happened with his master, who basically demanded that we chase down this Ernst dude who we have actually met way back in the beginning, but no one in the campaign remembers except for potentially Kern and Antarius.
I thought this was in character.
Oh no, otherwise we're doing an accent. So that's like way back. But if you remember Ernst, the medical student who Runk helped.
Yes.
Yeah. So it turns out he's a bad guy. Who knew?
Runk was involved with him. Of course, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, I know about Ernst being a bad guy because I know he's the student of Altelka Hertzen.
Yeah, Antarius also has a letter in his possession from Atelka.
Mm-hmm.
That was addressed to Councillor Tugan.
Yeah.
If you need me to give that to you again, I can.
No, I have it. I have it still.
Okay.
So, but my question is why would we chase the student of Hertzen when Hertzen is here in Altdorf?
You don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
No, you have no reason to believe that Hertzen is in Altdorf.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically...
no, but the letter says that. It says Ernst... Oh, no, Ernst arrives in Altdorf, and then not Hertzen. Okay. Yep. Never mind.
Yeah, so the big magician man told Erwin to chase down Ernst. Then Antarius, you've been told what? To go somewhere.
Antarius hasn't been told to... Yeah, you guys are getting confused with each other. Antarius hasn't been told to go anywhere. Erwin has been told to go to Wissenland.
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't Antarius just get told to go somewhere and solve some problem?
No, that was a general. That was much more general.
I think he just got told to solve the problem, not direction.
It was much less helpful than that.
Essentially, follow his own leads.
Yeah, my uncle literally just told me, stop fucking up and clean up this shit that you just made. Okay, great, thanks. And I was like, great, awesome. Whatever, you asshole. Anyway,
at least he gave you a squire.
At least he gave me a squire.
And a horseback. You got a fancy horse.
Yeah, I have Galathrios still. And his breastplate. Yeah.
Whatever happened to Lorne's horse? Did Joseph just keep that?
Joseph. It's on the Barabelli.
Barabelli, but what did Joseph do with it? I think is what
you don't know.
Yeah.
This party has no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. That's fine.
So, but my point is that there's still things that we could do in Altdorf than fleeing or running after Erst in Weisenland. Because how far is Weisenland from here? It's like a while away, isn't it? It's like a week's travel.
Weisenland is a reasonable journey. I think it's like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
What's the trade opportunities like on that trip?
Good.
And Siegfried would know, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Wissenland is generally quite prosperous. Usually, you follow the River Reich, and there's lots of like trading opportunities for moving cargo up and down from Marienburg to Nuln along the river.
Well, gentlemen, I suspect that what we should do is take the next few hours, sell the remaining wool. I think that we should perhaps tool up and prepare ourselves for this journey. If we have any gold left over, we should try and improve this boat and make it a bit more, well, either spacious or a bit more protected.
I like the idea of a bit more protectiveness. We've been attacked by one too many monsters.
Indeed.
For what reason do we need to go to Wissenland? There's matters here that need to be quelled.
There is like this Alberic Holhauser character that we need to question too, and I have no idea where he is or where he would be, as well as I look through my notes that I have from weeks ago. There's names such as Boldhofen, Austin Dam, and House Steinharder that we can look into.
Telga Hertzen, Ernst Hiedelman. There's a meeting of these cultists there. We are bidden by the college and our death now, myself, and by this business of the cult to go there. It's our best lead.
Well, we must spend at least a few days here to finish trading and prepare. Not to mention the fact that Ruiz has a man to fight.
Just something that Romolo might not have picked up on here. When he was talking to the butcher, he mentioned that the thugs that attacked him might have been Holhauser's boys.
I did not pick up on that, no. Okay.
Yeah, I've written that down. Even though I wasn't there.
So,
what's the urgency of the Wissenland mission here?
Well, first of all, it's that obviously your master told you to go there.
Yeah.
Second of all, Antarius, the letterhead from Etelka has a particular address on it that is in Wissenland.
Oh, is it?
I kind of want to get licensed before we go while I'm here. I feel like that will come in handy.
Yeah, we did also promise, not Ruiz, Renetti, that we'd get her harbour license.
Yeah, so I think that there's a few days worth of stuff we can do here.
And then, at the very least, we can restock and make sure that we have everything.
Yeah.
We can potentially, because we're getting so much money now, potentially buy a cleric or a healer.
Yeah, I think you're severely overestimating that amount of gold. So that's 23 gold, and then for whatever we get for the second half, it'll be around 10. Do you think, Ben?
So we should be a bit more than that.
That's expecting those men to return.
Yeah. No, because that's just the money we're bringing in. Is around like.
What's our current
books,
expenses right now?
We're in profit by 9.5 gold.
Okay.
But we still need to pay the crew's wages, and once we sell the rest of the cargo, we're due to have another 20 gold on top of that.
So 29 gold right now is what we have for our
when we sell the rest of the cargo, yeah.
Tomorrow.
But then there's the expenses of the crew to take into account of.
Okay.
And the expenses of me, because I'm an expensive man to have.
Now you've mentioned that in front of Current.
Yes, that's a good point.
Question.
You should all be ashamed of yourself at the time like this, fighting over coins.
This is the time to prepare, Ruiz.
Okay.
Hey,
so
you've agreed for this mercenary.
I would say, one, we obviously spend a few days here and we finish up on any business we wouldn't need to take care of. I personally want to start looking into this Hallhauser person and see if we can get any sort of more information from them about Hertzen or the what's the fucking German name that I keep fucking up? It's like von Wittgenstein or something.
Wittgenstein?
Wittgenstein, there we go.
I want to stock up and take Ruiz to his fight, so.
And like I said, I think it'd be a really good idea for us to hire like a healer or potentially a cleric for like as long as we possibly can.
So there's something else tying in here, which is Ruiz's jewel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if that's against.
You might want to go back and look at the notes about that.
Is it on my notes?
It's in your. You see the private channel.
Private channel.
That you two are in.
Yeah.
There's some pretty relevant information there.
Also, Antarius, so you've gotten out of character. Well, as a elf, you probably might know this anyway. But the doctor costs 5 gold crowns, and that's one without any magic ability at all. And that's a weekly cost.
That's a weekly cost. I mean, here's the thing. Like, so we have a ship, so we can actually make some arrangements with merchants that need a cargo delivered to, say, Weissenland, and we can bring it out there and do more runs, basically, for like a merchant company here or whatever. So like, we can make a lot of money by like.
I think the jigsaw's falling together for Lewis over there.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, the gang who was threatening. Oh, sorry. Yes. The gang who was threatening Alvira, who was saved in Bogenhafen, they were the Red Crown, and it seems that their leader is in fact the man who Ruiz is attacking, and that is in fact Holhauser. I'm assuming from Holhauser's boys, the men who attacked us.
I am assuming it isn't necessarily the one, but maybe a son or something.
Well, it says. From what I know, you were sent to fight him, and he was in charge of the gang. So, I'm guessing Holhauser's boys refers to the Holhauser you're fighting.
The man, the captain that came here, he knew you were going to be attacked, and it didn't seem like his people in this Red Cross were
Red Crown
were friends. So
well, maybe this Holhauser is working both sides.
probably it sounds like
It's
they're just
probably the way of these kind of people. We could leverage the family, but I'm loath to suggest such a thing. I'll be further in debt with them, most likely.
Oh, I have interest to follow up this Holstein gang.
Shall we agree then that we will stay for a few more days, and then we will travel off?
If we need to, either way.
Perhaps 72 hours?
We'll say about 3 days. That's fine, yes. And then
Specific.
in those 3 days, Siegfried and whoever else can make some deals so we can get more cargo and do a run on the way to Wizenland, basically. So we can pay, for example, our crew.
Mr. Simtavia, I finished polishing my armor.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm just going to make a greeting to the new elf in Elvish and try not to butcher it.
Alright, make an average language test.
Oh god.
These.
Wow, he didn't botch it.
I made it.
Althus seems pleasantly surprised and then replies to you in several sentences of Elvish.
What can I make out?
You can make a difficult Elvish test to see if you can understand what he said.
Difficult Elvish test. I love the idea of that.
It's complete fucking gibberish. Although Antarius picks up something.
Yes.
I'm going to repeat my greeting and then curse.
I say to Althus and Elvish, yes, Sig is very good with his Elvish dialect. Please talk to him in Elvish all the time.
Antarius, you've received a PM of what Althus actually replied.
Did I understand what Antarius said?
No. Given your last roll, I'm going to say no. You got no idea. Althus replies something to Antarius with a bit of a smirk on his face, and then he goes above deck. He is replaced by Renate, who is coming down below. Hello. I was wondering if we had any plans at this point about what we're going to do next.
We were actually discussing how we were going to get your captaincy.
Well, that'd be good. If I can become licensed, then that opens up my career for a lot more opportunities once we part ways.
Well, I'd hope you'd like to stay with us for a few more days. We think we might head to Wizenland.
I see. Well, there should be good opportunities going down that way. I'll be happy to stay with you for the trip. Of course,
Really,
I might need a bit of help paying for the fees for the licensing test.
Of course, we're expecting we seem to have lost some of the cargo. Siegfried and Romelu were jumped. But with what we've got, we'll make sure. Having a official captain.
The price of the exam is 5 crowns.
I'm sure
Fucking hell.
I'm sure we could figure something out.
I'm sure
Maybe-
You're not going to fail it, are you?
No.
I'm sure we can subtract that from the expenses of the Bogenhopper's trade, but I think that would be more than your share for this trip. So what do you say? We cover the cost of that as an expense on the ship, and you forego any of your profit for this run.
I suppose that would be fair enough.
And I'm jotting this down in my ledger.
How well versed am I in captaincy and the Empire? Do I know much about it, or am I more like elvish known with like the knowledge or whatever?
So you yourself are a sailor. You haven't actually defined what type of ship class you're good at sailing.
Right.
So I would probably assume like sloops and galleys and stuff like this. So you're actually quite good. You kind of know what you're doing when it comes to
Is
sailing.
Antarius from Lothran?
Yeah.
He is from Lothran, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all sailors there, aren't they?
Yeah. Like the High Elves are like they're very big into like trades and like shipping and all that sorts of shit.
Not so much.
You don't really know anything
the
about the
traits.
You don't really know anything about the particulars of the Empire and how their captaincy system works, but definitely you know you are a good sailor.
Okay. Can I help this Renate person
You can
with
probably
their
help her
captaincy
with
test?
some theory and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I'll spend some time with them, basically trying to just help them get ready for the test. Then.
Okay.
Antarius,
Yeah.
why are you wanted?
Oh, because I helped kill the High Council over in Bogenhofen, and why blame it on a human when you can point it at the elves and all that good stuff. And because of all that, there's now potential war happening between the High Elves and the Empire, so we should probably quickly resolve whatever this nonsense is.
What?
You know the cult that we killed in Bogenhofen?
Yeah, very familiar. Yes.
They were all part of the High Council there in Bogenhofen. And because the only person they could really recognize was me, fleeing the scene as Runk murdered all of them, and the Witch Hunter, and probably several guards, and God knows how many other people. They might as well just point the finger at me and my people. And so now there's a war literally brewing because of this massacre. So now I'm left to resolve this situation.
And right.
So they want me. The Empire wants me because they think I'm a murderer of a whole government, basically. And they call me a terrorist. It's fascinating, isn't it?
It always gives me a headache.
Recall, it wasn't my idea to have them all murdered. It was Runk that went and slit all their throats before we could even try to resolve this.
Could
I
you
like
not
the sound of
simply
it.
tell them that?
Oh,
What?
just walk up and tell him it'll be alright.
I just walk up. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, I tried to get these people to confess, but then my dwarf, who I paid a lot of money, he went hard and murdered everybody before we get them to testify. I'm sure they will really believe that.
Are you telling me you didn't do it?
I didn't do anything.
Well then, take the
No,
court
I-
case.
Got bloody kidnapped is what I believe.
Huh. Regardless, they want to point the finger at me and pin all the blame on me, so for the time being, I am a wanted criminal here in Altdorf and probably the entire Reichland. So,
And
it's
also,
best
ever
to-
since that incident, we've not been allowed to leave the city. In fact, we can't leave the province. They've embargoed us. No elven vessels are allowed to leave Reichland.
So,
Yes.
Wizenland's on the way for you.
Well, no, because, well, who's going to stop us, really?
Oh,
We're not on an elven ship right now.
Yeah, we're not on an elven ship, and as long as like they don't know we're on it, I'm sure it'll be fine. And we have Erwin to help hide us if we need to.
Right. We'll find some tack for your ears. And right. Sorry, this 200 crowns was it?
200 crowns.
You're not thinking of turning him in, are you, Captain?
Oh no. Why no? Antares? No. No. No, he's the
You
Think
two
of
look
it this
awfully
way.
similar, don't you?
Hmm?
Alphys,
We look
slap that
nothing
man.
alike.
Alphys,
That's a bit racist and
Alphys,
sacred.
slap him. I point at Siegfried.
Yes, Mr. Simtavir. Althus walks over, he tries to slap you.
I try and dodge it, but then cripple under pain and take the hit.
He doesn't hit you very hard, it's more of a formality, but he does slap you across the cheek.
Yeah, I'm more in pain from the injuries I've taken today than his slap.
After doing that, he bows his head to you and heads back over towards Antorius.
I'm gonna mutter an elvish curse.
Your pronunciation is a bit off there, Siegfried.
You have to slur the words a little bit.
I don't know why. I just find it better that rather than like hurting you, he just like came over and gives you a soft.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. If you want 200 gold crowns, we can pay that easily. Don't worry about it.
You can pay that, can you? Alright. I have to put my hand open.
You've got that. Of course, you're some wealthy ambassador's son.
Well, the only problem is that we can't return to Ulthuan.
Yeah,
Well,
we're stuck here.
Right, write a letter to your father. Get him to send
We
money.
can't! We can't send letters, that's part of the problem.
Okay.
And my father is dead.
So is mine. Well,
Wish you had a father.
What a fucking reply!
My father is dead.
My father's dead. Oh yeah, so's mine.
Yeah, we're here
welcome to
together.
Reichland. Where your average age is 40.
Well, that doesn't comfort me at all, Current. But thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
you
friend-
elves live a long life. I'm sure he was ready for it.
I believe
friend,
he was
I'm
assassinated.
Yes, Alphys. I think it was an assassination too. I think it was one of my brothers. I just don't know which one.
But we can't
Oh,
prove
I-
it, so I suppose it doesn't matter.
What kind of? To
Well,
be
I
fair,
planned
I've
to-
known you for a while, but I've never thought you'd be so caught up in such politics. Who? What are you?
Sir Simtavir is a descendant of the noble house of Simtavir. His father was of great importance in the Phoenix Court.
My father was a prince of the Elvis court. Yes, there's only so many houses and princes. And
Does that not make you a prince?
Antares,
No, because a prince is there's the crown prince, and then there's the princess.
Should I
who's
be
the
bowing
crown.
to you?
Yes!
Antarius, I am planning a visit to the Temple of Cain anyway. If you want, I can ask for you and see if anyone hired anyone that they've heard of recently.
The Temple
I'm
of
not
Cain?
bowing, by the way.
There ain't no Temple of Cain in
Temple of
Altdorf.
Not in Altor.
There ain't no Temple of Cain in Altdorf.
The only thing Elvis
There's
in
temples
Altor-
everywhere.
Yeah, there is no
Cain
Temple
is
of
the-
Cain in Altdorf.
Is an elvish
What?
god.
It's the elvish god of murder, my dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the Elvis god
I
of
think
murder.
even the elves forbid his worship, and only the
They
dark
do.
elves worship him.
Not well. So there are sects of like this is out of character, but there are sects of like Elvish high elves that do worship Cain and do
You got
approve
like
of
the Shadow Warriors and stuff like that.
But it's like
Yeah.
He is the war god. I mean, he is there.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't Tyrion fucking get his sword blessed by Cain? Yeah, he had fucking.
Yeah,
the sword of Cain.
bloody-handed Cain is something they worship. It's just like
that everyone who wields it is
Which
fated to
saved
die.
Elven Cain.
Yeah, like
But-
Cain is like a controversial figure, but it's not like he's not worshipped. It's just that
they worship him, but they kind of scorn it openly. Like they don't want to be like, oh, that's so disgusting. But then like go home and like say a few prayers to him.
What was meaning is,
interesting
like,
relationship
the
with
temple of him
violence.
is not really
Yeah.
a thing. It's more a prayer to him.
In that case, I shall go talk to Ronald. Is that better?
Ronald.
Yeah.
Well, the Temple of Ronald is interesting because that's basically a thieves' guild.
Exactly. I don't know. I'm just trying to connect what I know of Tilian religion.
Have you
Tilean
considered
religion
going
is
to
the same as the
Tileans
Empire,
worship
just-
Myrmidia, I think.
Yeah.
Have you considered
I
going
don't-
to the black market in the Thieves Guild?
Have you considered Sigma, perhaps?
I don't believe in your nonsense.
All right. So I
just
think
like
at this
the
point,
20
guys, we can start wrapping up the session here.
Yeah.
So you guys definitely have a lot of leads and a lot of options for what you can do next. I think it's worth having a think over the week about what comes next, what the plan's going to be, which of these leads you're going to look into first. Of course, you've got Hullhauser. You need to go to Wissenland. You've got a situation with the Northern Crown. You've got the Red Crown, which I suppose would also be a lead towards Wissenland. There are many different things that you could go and have a look at, really. Some people have a few other bits and bobs that they want to do in Altdorf. Renee needs to get her captaincy done. Erwin wants to get licensed as a Grey Wizard. So there are many things that you guys need to get done. So you're going to be quite busy.
Siegfried also needs his guild license as well.
And that.
Can I be paid yet, please?
All about dual.
Also,
And also,
how
Ruiz
much-
needs to have his duel.
Yeah. Can I get paid, please? Can we do that beforehand? Because I want to buy some shit.
and what is it you're paying Romulo?
Because according to my mercenary rates, it's 2d10 for every fight that I'm engaged with on the behalf of this endeavor.
It's a lot.
I know. I'm expensive, mate. That's why I'm so effective.
Well, we've wrapped up. I guess we'll talk about this next session.
But I want to buy things.
And I did ask you this. You
How
just
much
blanked
do-
me.
What?
I did ask this earlier of you in character, and you just blanked it.
So, like, as far as like the 2d10 thing is concerned, that's what it says on his career page. If he's employed by like an NPC or whatever like Kern wants to do, that's something for you to resolve in character.
Yeah, I didn't actually expect to be paying him since he's a player character, but I guess Disney.
I think you misunderstand how our relationship works, Ken.
I just expected him to be involved into the crew and become crewy.
It's become crew.
Yes, that is how this works. One of the most effective fighters, like ballistics-wise, is going to be paid 5 silvers a week.
Yeah, I've been beefing up cunt. I bet I could take all you on. So.
Sure.
I will.
Hey, Kern Fox. Kern Fox, you're not seeing his sheet. Kern Fox.
I now know how to play him. I'm not going to use my weapon. I'm just going to pick up any stool or chair that's nearby and make it improvise, and then I'm just fucking go for the head.
Right. Okay.
It's frighteningly dangerous.
How much XP do I get?
Don't put me in
So
IKEA.
the entire party receives 50 experience.
Okay.
I don't think anybody has achieved short-term
have.
ambitions. Oh, you have?
I think I have, unless Siegfried did successfully pull the wool over my eyes.
Mine was make successful trades to boost wealth. I think.
Yes, I will accept that.
So I don't know if I've gotten the XP for making it to Altdorf for the party ambition. I don't know.
Yes,
Oh,
you should have received
was
that, so
last
give
session.
yourself 50 XP, because we have a new one now.
Okay. So what is the new one?
5.
Survival.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I unless I did, and I don't know. I had don't get fleeced by Siegfried as my short-term ambition.
I
mean-
don't think you were fleeced by Siegfried.
Yay!
I was just going to roleplay it as the embezzling was the cargo that I'm got stashed around that no one's found. And do it that way.
No, it says fleeced on the sails, so.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
I
It's
mean, we
fine.
haven't sold all the cargo yet, so I've still got the opportunity to fleece you.
I mean, nonetheless, you
I'm
didn't fleece
amazed
me.
that Erwin still hasn't acquired 10 gold crowns.
I know, right?
You're at like 7. Well, actually, you're at 8. You're almost there. Nearly 8, anyway.
That was a
Okay.
very long-term ambition, it turns out.
Oh, you should see
Christ.
Siegfried's long-term ambition is to get 200 gold crowns. So
Yeah, I need 100.
Did Erwin get his XP for making it to Altdorf? Because
I'm
you've still got it
pretty-
as your short-term ambition here.
Do I?
You do.
Yeah, I guess I didn't.
Yeah, so you can give yourself that. It's now survive Altdorf.
How much was it?
50.
can I get any
Okay.
free advances in language, Elvish, for practicing?
Nope.
Aw.
Fucking well,
follow-up
spend your
question,
XP
Liam.
on it, boy. That's what it's meant to represent. Fucking trading. That's what XP is.
Follow-up question, Liam. Are we allowed to do sales stuff as long as we update you on that, as in from our personal items, or do you want that to be role-played?
No, you can do that because that's mostly just like busy work with like money and stuff. So I don't
Yeah,
Did you-
That's fine.
Did you get paid for like the first bit? Is it just the first bit of cargo?
Yeah, so there's 23 gold we've been paid at the moment.
Yeah, you guys
So-
have like made your fucking internal wage system super fucking complicated. So I'm not even going to
Yeah,
help
when-
you with that. You can
when-
fucking sort it out.
When the
You
hell am I
sort it
getting
out.
paid for that?
It's full tyranny, by the way.
Where's my goddamn money? I just need the money.
He
Well,
needs
that's
the money
like
for his
gold.
ambition.
Calm down, guys. We're gonna be filthy fucking rich. So calm down.
Yeah.
Liam.
The 23 gold is Kurt's, and he will distribute it as he sees fit, basically.
Until I have 2 more gold crowns every time I cast magic as an execution level
But I've got
offense.
shit to tell you. So.
I'm
gonna do all that.
How much is a strong box?
A
It's
strong
not one
box.
of the. It's not in the thing.
A strong box.
Yeah, how much would you put that down as? Because I just want something to hold the bear bellies, the bogan hopper's actual currency.
Like a chest.
A lockbox.
A small steel box for
I would-
coins and that.
I
Maybe some jewellery.
I should have a lockbox on my trappings because I used that with my at the start of this session, and it's not there anymore. Maybe something.
I'm gonna call that 12 shillings
12 shillings.
for a proper like steel lockbox that's like properly reinforced and has a functioning lock. 12 shillings. Although you can make a haggle test if you want. See what it is.
Actually, yeah, I'll do the haggle test for that.
Yeah, okay. Call it 10 shillings.
What, 10? Okay.
No, sorry, that was my haggle test. Sorry, I was just doing that for my selling and trading and stuff. So.
Oh,
Was this done whilst you were with me? Can we help each other on the haggle tests?
I mean, I'm just going shopping in downtime between sessions, so sure.
Oh, fair. Yeah, I mean, you're still trying to make sure I'm not fleecing anything, so why not?
Right.
as
Yeah,
far as
as-
the rest of you are concerned, I'll just get the vote out the way.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Joe. Who's the best
Vote
role
for
player
this
today?
time?
It was obviously Alphys.
It was obviously Alphys. Alphys was my boy.
I like Current today. Just really appreciate Current.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Lex.
I appreciate you too.
I'm going to go Siggy, I think.
Sigfrid. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Ben.
I'm going to go with Romulo because he saved me.
I was thinking
You're
you'd
such
do
a
worse.
self-interested voter. Okay. Quinn.
I'm going. Oh shit. Antarius.
All right. Lewis.
I don't know. It's fucking toss up. For me, it's between Antarius and what's his face, Erwin. I'm gonna go with Erwin. I think Erwin.
Okay.
Cool.
And Wendy.
Oh, Kurt. I think Kurt did pretty good this
All right,
one.
I think Kurt wins out with 2. I like everyone else got 1. I think, which is pretty interesting, except for poor Ruiz. Rip.
I didn't do anything this session.
I should have given mine to Ruiz. Damn.
Okay, so that's Kurt with an extra 20 XP
Nice.
for being an epic role player. All right, guys, that's the end of session 22. Recording stops now.